Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Badarin FM Bumpurugu, Clenham Radio Bato, Gaskia FM, Techiman and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. This morning, Kolebu Renal Dialysis Unit remains closed to outpatients despite the Ministry of Health's directive for an immediate reopening.
The Honorable Minister have directed the Chief Executive of Kolebu to, as a matter of urgency, make the place open and issue statements to the general public for Ghanaians to know that the place is open.
It's been 5 months, 13 days since the closure of the unit, and the majority in Parliament has taken on the Minister of Health, with the Speaker directing he appears before Parliament to provide answers.
It's about the lives of our people. Whatever it takes, he must appear. We must program him to appear and to brief us immediately. He can't sit in his ministry and make this statement. He must come to the representative of the people and make this statement formally in the House.
Also, presidential aspirants welcome MOU signed with the Elections Committee of the NPP to be of good behavior with barely 24 hours to the Congress, but demand a free and fair electoral process.
It is a process. We hope that during and after there will be nothing untoward.
In the unlikely event that he does not emerge, he's so committed to supporting whoever emerges as flag bearer.
In business,
rating agency Fitch forecasts Ghana would receive a positive rating again if it reaches an agreement with private creditors on the restructuring of its external debt. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, congratulatory messages continue to pour in for GJ Journalist of the Year, Erastus Asaridonko, as Angel Specialist School International is the latest to appreciate the multimedia reporter.
Erastus Asaridonko Multimedia Group for winning the PAV and Sun Journalist of the Year.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details of these and more shortly. Please stay.
The Honorable Minister have directed the Chief Executive of Kolebu to, as a matter of urgency.
This was the announcement yesterday at noon, directing an immediate reopening of the renal dialysis unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. But Joy News checks reveal the facility remains shut, making it 5 months, 13 days since the closure over a 4 million cedi debt. Sources at the hospital say some measures will have to be put in place first before reopening. But listen to the PRO of the Health Ministry, Isaac Ofe, tell Joy News issues about the debt has been resolved to pave way for the reopening.
The Honorable Minister have directed the Chief Executive of Kolebu to, as a matter of urgency, make the place open. From the directive of the Honorable Minister proposed to take immediate effect. As part of their discussion, of which I know the Honorable Minister has addressed a number of issues regarding the assignments and then the differences that will come after. And so they've spoken about it and it's had a stakeholders discussion. A lot has been done and we are sure that that will be taken forward.
The issue got the attention of Parliament after a statement by the ranking member of Health Committee, Kwabna Mintakando, who described the closure as unconscionable. His colleague on the majority side, Frank Anodompre, questioned the Health Minister's commitment to resolve the issue. He wants him hauled before the House to provide answers.
About the lives of our people, whatever it takes, he must appear. We must program him to appear and to brief us immediately. The Kolebu Renal unit should be open immediately, and there are some other actions that have been taken. That is why I'm emphasizing the call. As we need you to bless this call that the minister should be programmed to come and make this statement formally on the floor of Parliament. He can't sit in his ministry and engage the media and make this statement. He must come to the representative of the people.
Frank Anodompre is on the Health Committee in Parliament. Now, some NPP aspirants have welcomed the Memorandum of Understanding signed with the party to guide their conduct during, before and after this weekend's Congress. According to them, the move will ensure discipline in the electoral process. They have, however, demanded that the election be conducted transparently to avoid provoking emotions leading to chaos. There's more on this report.
First, the aspirants have signed to an MOU to guide their conduct before, during and after the election. Listen to NPP General Secretary Justin Frimpong-Kodua.
We're able to get the 4 aspirants contesting, all signing an undertaking. And in summary, what they signed to, they don't win. they will not resign from the party to support the winner of the primary.
But is this undertaking legally binding? Chairman of MPP's election committee, Professor Mike Ironokwe, explains.
Society is not ruled by legally binding laws alone. We are ruled by ideas, beliefs, values, morals.
Meanwhile, representatives of both Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Friyakoto are keenly waiting for the implementation of these guidelines.
We are confident ahead of Saturday's polls that Dr. Bawumia will emerge as flag bearer of the MPP. And in the unlikely event that he does not emerge, he's still committed to supporting whoever emerges as flag bearer on Saturday.
Samuel Imbura with that report, but former NPP National Chairman aspirant Dr. Richard Amwakoba has criticized the undertaking signed by presidential aspirants, calling it a necessary fuss.
The requirements MPP just brought out is much ado about nothing, dead on arrival. And every information we get from rules, committee, whatever, must conform to the Constitution of Ghana.
In a related development, founder and leader for Movement for Change, Alan Tremanting, has charged members of his political movement to help ensure his victory in 2024. Speaking at the registration of volunteers in the Ashanti region, Mr. Tremanting said ending the continuous rule of both the NPP and NDC will bring some significant change.
Speaking at the first volunteer orientation and registration in Kumasi, leader of the movement Alan Tremanting charged members to help put an end to the over 30-year rule of both NPP and NDC. Ghanaians say the 32-year rule of NDC and MPP has not yielded any positive results.
We want to move Ghana beyond the duopoly of NDC and MPP.
Nana Boachi Yadom with that story. Now, meanwhile, the Electoral Commission is today exhibiting the voter register ahead of the district level election on December 9, 2023. Dr. Bosman Osari's Deputy Commissioner.
We are beginning, so people should go to their polling stations and check their names, and so that they can identify where they are supposed to vote in the district level elections on December 19th. Everybody, is for everybody. But for those who just registered, because the registration was done at the district level, they should go and check the polling stations where they were placed so that they can know there exactly.
Now to education. The National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, has served notice that it will seek legal options under the labour law to take mandatory breaks after 6 years teaching. NAGRAT says since the inception of the free senior high school and double track system in 2017, its members have not taken their annual leave and end of semester vacations, contrary to earlier assurances by government. NAGRAT President Angel Kabonu warns the association can no longer continue on this tangent, calling for the double track system to be scrapped.
The painful aspect is that the BEC students who will be coming to Form 1 at the close of this year will also be admitted into the double track system. We teachers can no longer continue to operate as beasts of burden, to be carrying the weight of wrong policies and wrong programs of government without even being compensated for it. So we will be meeting our various councils and we'll take actions that are appropriate. Why should it be there when it is giving us so much work?
Angel Kabonu is NAGRAT's president. Now, Erastus Asaridonko, the reigning GJA journalist of the year, continues to bask in glory for his extraordinary works. The multimedia journalist spent some time with students and staff of Angel Specialist School International at Tema Community 12 on Thursday to educate them on the ills of illegal mining, calling them to become ambassadors for the fight against Galamsey. My colleague Kwesi Adai Kwating has more.
The meeting was to appreciate the exploit of the award-winning journalist, especially in the area of illegal mining. Addressing the gathering, who were full of admiration for his works, Erastus narrated what motivated him to take up the dangerous challenge of exposing ills of illegal mining.
We also get poisonous chemicals from mining. Some of those chemicals are mercury, arsenic, cadmium, lead. You've heard of them, right, in your science class? But they are very poisonous if they should get into your system.
My question is, what can we do to help campaign against the Galamsey?
You know, word spread very fast, so you start spreading the word. So tell your parents in the house, today we watched something, a documentary on illegal mining, it's affecting us. And ask your dad, what can you do to stop?
And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Kolebu Renal Dialysis Unit remains closed to outpatients despite the Ministry of Health's directive for an immediate reopening. I am Amiesi Nyamichet Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Joy 99.7 FM, radio for the discerning listener.
You know your papa see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, papa! Bobo! Papa! Oh, Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Hey, sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Access Flexible Loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Buy one, get one free. Buy an LED TV and get a free DSTV decoder plus 3 months fully paid subscription. Watch your live football matches for free this festive season. Live sports games, favorite action-packed movies, your favorite African movies, all for free this Christmas at Electromat. There is more. DSTV in the air, Electromat in the air. Dash to any Electromat showroom now or call 0552 755 456. Electromat, your world of electronics. Terms and conditions apply.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Hello Ghana, I've got great news for you. After 26 years of academic excellence globally, Botho University is now in Ghana, offering degree programs in health information management, cybersecurity and risk management, software engineering, network security and computer forensics. Admissions are ongoing for January 2024 with up to 50% scholarship for the first 150 students. We offer flexible payment terms, internship opportunities and experiential exchange programs with our sister campuses. Pick up your admission form today at our East Legon campus near ANC Mall or call 0302 523 782 or WhatsApp 020 990 4714 for more information. Botho University, vibrance, innovation, impact.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Kule! Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901, or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Akwafu. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. You?
It's Friday, so I mean, it's nice to know that there's a weekend coming up. But Charlie, today's conversation, it's interesting, but also a bit worrying.
Yep.
It's a little bit worrying because, look, the understanding is that there is no straitjacket judgment in situations of divorce. It's supposed to be on a case-by-case basis, you know.
Yeah.
It all depends on the circumstances, you know. Judges will take so many factors
That's
into, consideration before making certain rulings about things like property and, you know, custody of children and all of that.
Yeah.
That's the theory. But I think we might find that there are certain things that are also fueled by our culture and convention.
Okay.
And those things, they seem to hold fast in almost every case.
For instance,
the idea that the child is better off with his mother.
Okay.
For instance, the idea that as long as the property was acquired while you were married, you should both be entitled to equal parts of it. The concept of how much was contributed to the property's acquisition doesn't really factor in, because there is a certain conventional belief that mawari, it's yours, both of yours. So when you get divorced, it should be split evenly,
Charlie,
regardless of who actually, you know, contributed more to its acquisition. You know, but the details are to come. We are going to
that's an interesting
what the law
conversation.
actually says, you know, in all of these situations, and give people a general idea of where Ghana stands when it comes to property distribution after divorce. But these are things you don't have to worry about. Mr. and Mrs. Sakwafu will be attending your 100th wedding anniversary.
Amen. I believe. Yeah.
You just be listening.
It shouldn't come to that, but
just be listening so you can advise your church members. But you, dear, you are a counselor. Oh, fantastical. Oh, good.
I don't know if Eben has found a Japanese wife or something, but he has this. How do you call them? Is it kimonos or kimonas or something? He wears every Friday of late, and
on Fridays he becomes Japanese.
Yeah, and so while you talk about marriage and divorce, I think it's an interesting conversation.
Sabutizi, where do you spend your weekends? In your home. Are different languages spoken in your home over the weekend?
We speak Ghana.
So why do you dress like a ninja on Friday? Anyway, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total.
The reality show has gone to Japan.
He's transcended borders now.
It's an international reality show.
Okay. Oh dear. All right. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you, and Absa Mortgage. And this time now, of course, for the Joy Business Report, brought to you with the kindness of Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life, and Africa World Airlines. Touching Africa, touching the world.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Welcome everyone. In our headlines this morning, rating agency Fitch forecasts Ghana would receive a positive rating again if it reaches an agreement with private creditors on the restructuring of external debt. Also coming up, Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK discloses that decision to sign onto an International Monetary Fund program has unlocked investment potentials for Ghana. And in our business journal today, we'll tell you how Ghana is failing to take advantage of the horticultural market due to contaminated water and lack of incentives. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening on KTU Radio from Koforidua. First up, Ghana's decision to sign on to an IMF program has helped to unlock UK government's financial support for some ongoing projects in the country. That's according to Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK and Ireland, Papa Usankuma. He says that the UK government is one of the first donor partners to support Ghana even before the first IMF review program is completed.
If your economy is considered unstable, it scares investors. And so this IMF program has helped. It gives confidence to investors and even to those who are lending money to private enterprises in Ghana. And of course, even for the UK, because the UK has facilities for local UK firms investing in Ghana. Yes, I mean, so they have, and that is what is being used to do a couple of projects. I think the market in Kumasi, the Kumasi airport, and so forth. Yes, that is also another strategy that the UK is using to assist, so that if they have access to some of these things being done in Ghana, then they will advance them resources at a lower rate than the market rate, and that is also another strategy.
Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK and Ireland, Papa Usankuma there. That's a repeat of PM Express Business Edition this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, the Association of Ghana Apparel Manufacturers is unhappy about high taxes in export facilitation of apparel in the country. According to President of the association, Nura Salifu, this has taken a toll on operations. She called on the Ghana Exim Bank to support the association in its quest to take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Ms. Salifu spoke to Joy Business at the launch of an action plan by the garment manufacturers.
I think that access to finance is one of the areas that we think the government needs to look at, because we do have the capacity to be able to employ, we have the capacity to be able to produce and export. And you know what happens once our nation is able to export. It has this ripple effect. And so the garment industry is one of the industries that has not been overlooked, but we think that we haven't gotten the attention that we need.
You had Nura Salifu there, President of the Association of Ghana Apparel Manufacturers. Energy strategist Dr. Yusuf Suleiman has urged African leaders to remain resolute in ensuring the African Continental Free Trade Area becomes a game changer for development. Dr. Suleiman was reacting to the World Bank's warning that oil prices could hit $150 a barrel as a result of the escalating Israel-Hamas conflict, and that could result in inflation going high in developing countries.
What I would urge is that we have the right conduit, and AFTAC is number one. If you have AFTAC and it works very well, then trade barriers are broken, trade barriers are seamlessly, trade restrictions are seamlessly removed. I think it's going to have a lot. Because if we begin to trade among ourselves, and most of this external impact, we're not going to feel it.
Energy strategist Dr. Yusuf Suleiman there. British Airways says it has stepped up engagement with the government over what it describes as the rising cost of operations at the Kotoka International Airport. Ghana is said to be one of the countries in West Africa with high airport taxes and charges. According to the airline, reviewing the charges can help reduce ticket prices. Neil Alan Chernov is the chief officer in charge of planning and strategy and has been speaking with Joy Business.
It is very expensive operating into and out of Accra Airport. That usually comes down to what landing fees might be, any taxes that might get paid, and also the cost of fuel. And the other thing you sometimes hear around the region is around the repatriation of anything that you sell locally.
Have you stepped up your engagement with the government at the B2B level, at that governmental level, to ensure that this is done?
Post-pandemic, I think we've been doing a better job of engaging with the local authorities.
Chief Officer in charge of planning and strategy at British Airways, Neil Alan Chernoff there. You are listening to the Joy Business Report. Now to one of our top stories this morning. Rating agency Fitch says Ghana would receive a positive rating again if it reaches an agreement with private creditors on the restructuring of foreign currency-dominated external debt. According to the UK-based organization, it will assign a long-term foreign currency issue a default rating based on a forward-looking assessment of Ghana's willingness and capacity to honor its foreign currency debt. Here's more.
Fitch said once Ghana completes its external debt restructuring, it will get an improved rating. This will enable it to return to the international market to borrow in the medium term. The country's rating was improved to CCC from restrictive default after completing its domestic debt exchange program. Fitch, however, warned that renewed liquidity pressures as a result of significant delays in the external debt restructuring process will increase the probability of further restructuring. Meanwhile, Fitch adds that the country's ceiling for Ghana is B-. For sovereigns rated CCC plus and below, it assumes a starting point of CCC plus for determining the country's ceiling.
Next, Ghana has been lagging behind many countries in the export of flour, though it has abundant potential to earn the country more foreign exchange. Today on the Business Journal, we take a look at how the country is failing to take advantage of the horticultural business as a result of contaminated water and unavailability of dedicated land for cultivation.
Yes, floriculturist Samson Kofi Anab has been cutting, cultivating and nursing flowers. The best site for his plants is along the roads, mainly to attract buyers. But he has a challenge with space to cultivate his flowers. Land accessibility remains daunting.
I have been ejected from 3 locations.
Insecure access to land has moved some floriculturists to farm in wetlands. Elizabeth Boatin nurses her plants near the Oda River at Kwamu.
I fetch water from the river to nurse my flowers.
The wetlands are, however, being redeveloped for residential purposes. Elizabeth has been driven away by the landowners. Both Samson and Elizabeth lack water for irrigation purposes.
We constructed a well, but it got filled with mud and dried up during the dry season.
I wish I had access to pipe-borne water.
People like Samson spent 14,000 Ghana cedis to construct a water pump, but he is running at a loss. He is affected by inconsistent water supply by the Ghana Water Company Limited. Though other floriculturists wish to farm near wetlands, experts advise location of gardens should not be a disadvantage to business operations. Rather, cultivating in wetlands may pose a risk to plants which may decrease their export potential. Mrs. Hannah Adwaku is senior lecturer at the horticultural department at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
If your intentions are to put your plants together and export them, then you have problems because sometimes the water may be contaminated and then you introduce some pest or some disease onto the plants, and as soon as it gets over there is inspection and they notice that you have such pests on your plants or on your flowers, it will be rejected.
The case at the Department of Parks and Gardens in Kumasi is no different from other floriculturists. The department is mandated to improve rapid development of horticultural potential of urban and rural sectors of the country. But location, land tenure challenges, and access to water have failed to make the industry attractive to investors.
All right, the weekend activated. Mona Lisa Frimpong bringing us the Business Journal this morning. Before we go, let's check the markets for you. Let's hit the bed, Eben. Okay, on the currency market to begin with this morning, the dollar going for 12 cedis on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis, 55 pesos. The euro going for 12 cedis, 63 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil open trading at $85 a barrel after dropping marginally from yesterday's trading. Gold gained more than $3, is selling at $1,986 an ounce. Cocoa is selling at $3,794 a ton after losing $24. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Carr. Thanks for doing the listening. The Super Morning Show continues. I don't know why Winston is excited this morning. But he's here to continue the show.
You know, I'm excited every Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, today is Friday, so, and we're in November, which
weekend activated,
which is the month in which I was born.
Oh, November.
Yes.
We have a big party ahead.
Oh,
God has been good.
God has indeed been
taking
good.
care of His children.
Yes. You have a big party.
Okay.
That'll be in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Winston's birthday is in 2 weeks. So
but you'll be on a Thursday, so
we'll still have the party.
We'll have the party. Don't worry. But we'll do a party, Gargantuan party.
Eben will be there with his kimono.
That party will be unprecedented. But I'll share the location with you.
Sure.
Anyway,
the location will also be unprecedented.
Anyway, let's get into our inspirational song for today, brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank, the only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplast goes, water flows, and is Lala Dance Medley by CT Praise.
How you doing? Not bad.
Yes.
You sound excited.
Yes. God is great.
The big weekend is coming.
Yes.
Tonight, the three heads are, starting us off with some 2 hours of analysis.
Yeah, from 8 to 10.
That's right. On Joy FM and Joy News.
Yes.
Good. Then you have a long day ahead.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to go and sleep and come. All right, listen, let's start things off with the Drive Safe campaign.
And is brought to us by Joy News and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So think safety first. Avoid aggressive and inattentive driving tendencies yourself. It will put you in a stronger position to deal with other people's bad driving. That's our tip this morning. Please drive safe wherever you're going.
Okay, let's learn how to say it right.
Now, Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are our hallmark. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Hey, so these Prosecans are still celebrating their 8th NSMQ win, rubbing it in our faces every chance they get, eh? Anyway, they worked really hard for that impressive record, so I won't take it personally. Now, I'm sure you noticed I said I wouldn't take it personally. That is the correct expression. Unfortunately, too many people say take it personal. But the word personal is an adjective, and an adjective has only one function in a sentence: to describe a noun. Now, since take is not a noun, you simply cannot follow it with personal. The word personally, on the other hand, is an adverb, which means it is mainly used to qualify or modify a verb. And take is definitely a verb, isn't it? So the adverb personally qualifies the verb take, and that settles the matter. Also, congratulations to Prosec. Why has he?
Yeah, that's how you say it right. Okay, now just before we get into the news review brought to us by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo, dial star 165 hash on MTN to join My Way today. Before we do all of that, look, you know, Joy News has been paying attention, monitoring the situation at Kolebu, the renal unit, and our checks are revealing that the facility is still shut down, making it 5 months and 13 days since the closure, which, you know, is because of a 4 million Ghana cedi debt. Now, our sources at the hospital say that some measures will have to be put in place first before they can reopen. But let's listen to the PRO of the Health Ministry, Isaac Ofe, who told Joy News that issues of the debt have been resolved, so the reopening should really happen. Listen to it.
The Honorable Minister has directed the Chief Executive of Kolebu to, as a matter of urgency, make the post open from the directive of the Honorable Minister proposed to take immediate effect. As part of their discussion, of which I know the Honorable Minister has addressed a number of issues regarding the assignments and then the differences that will come after. And so they've spoken about it and it's had a stakeholders discussion. A lot has been done and we are sure that that will be taken forward.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the situation as we speak. And this is all in spite of the Ministry of Health's directive for them to immediately reopen. In spite of that, it still remains shut. Now, we care about this. That's why we keep talking about it. And we won't stop until the right thing is done. Raymond.
So exactly what can we say to get this place opened? Exactly what is required? Will they have to pay before the place is open, or they have to make commitment to pay before the place is open? Exactly what's the 4 million supposed to be used for? Buy new machines, consumables, or there is so much debt that a court has forced them to shut down, and without clearing that debt, they cannot open up the place. Somebody ought to explain to us why we are allowing people to die, and we are just in a conversation about open, may open, I may open. I have to put in place measures to open. Every single day that we decide to keep this place shut down, And we all know why. It's a cheaper source. It used to be free at a point in time. It's still perhaps the cheapest that I can find on the market today. And it is the reason why we should be able to help the people who are dying. And that's the key word. Human beings, Ghanaians, people who find it safe to live in this country, who deserve healthcare, are dying. Then we are doing back and forth on, we may be able to open in the future. We may have to put in place some measures before we open. Exactly what's required. And in any case, is the health ministry not the one supervising Kolebu? Can't they just speak to them about what is required to open? So that you don't come and say, immediately open. Then they say, we have to put in place some modalities first.
Yeah.
So that we don't double speak on this matter, because it is becoming nauseating. Human beings are dying. And yet we are going back and forth with useless bureaucratic talk. I mean, I heard even Parliament say that the minister ought to come out. See, in any serious state, and people in charge would have been asked to pack and go home nicely. You cannot manage the health institution of our state. And there is a sector minister whose responsibility, among others, is to make sure that places like this run.
You see, Raymond, I just don't understand it. So, let's say, is it a case that Kolebu doesn't have 4 million? Let's say Kolebu doesn't have 4 million.
Yeah.
The health ministry also doesn't have 4 million Ghana cedis to pay this. And the whole country doesn't have 4 million Ghana cedis to pay for people to have health care. Is that what we are saying as a people? Yesterday I talked about the fact that, look, if for nothing at all, if we really want to do this, and I have always maintained, where we prioritize, we find money.
We've raised immediate
if we
cash for
want
useless
to
things.
settle this, if we want the OPD to be open, we will pay the money. It's like nobody cares. And yesterday I saw something on
if the minister was one of those patients today, that place would have been running every day.
Member,
I saw something on Kwame Sapon-Sidio's Facebook.
Yeah.
He sent it to me actually, and he said that when he listened to PMS Press on Wednesday and heard representatives of the two presidential aspirants justify that they pay travel and transport when they meet delegates, and they further suggested that ranges between 100 to 200. Now just think about this. It means you may have to pay between 20 million to 40 million. Okay, each candidate, if you have to do that. 20 million to 40 million Ghana cedis. And we know that some candidates pay more than 200.
Yes.
Some pay 300, some pay 400. Okay? So are we saying that in this country called Ghana, we cannot find 4 million Ghana cedis? Just 4 million Ghana cedis. I am very, very disappointed in the people who are supposed to be managing the affairs of the state.
What it means is that somebody just gave a directive because we've been talking.
Yes.
It's not enough to issue a directive and say open the place up, because there are fundamental issues that must be fixed.
And they know they'll not fix it.
They say they
so
don't
this
have
public conversation will not trickle down to the action that's required at the unit. And consistently, people are moving for OPD cases to becoming emergency cases, and we are killing them in the process. Which part of this is not understood by our people?
Just fix the fundamentals. They don't have enough consumables that can go beyond 1 month. Pay the money, fix it long term, not some short term shoddy work. Just let's fix it.
All right, let's see what's in the papers.
The Ghanaian Times newspaper front page: who wins showdown tomorrow? Is how the paper put it, as NPP elects flag bearer for 2024 general election. No Ghanaian caught up in Israel-Hamas war, Deputy Foreign Minister tells Parliament. LEAP program loses 15.8 million Ghana cedis over wrongful payments, over spending between 2017 and 2022, according to the Auditor General's report. And here's another one. Let's join hands to transform economy. Finance Minister to private sector.
Now let's move to the Daily Graphic, and it's reporting this morning: in Nkrumah Park, revenue shoots up 3,000 Ghana cedi to 1.1 million. Yes, 1.1 million monthly. So they used to get 3,000 before the wonderful things they did there. Now they are getting 1.1 million every single month. NPP aspirants iron out differences, sign undertaking. And that undertaking is what's actually gotten Dr. Mwakoba very angry. That instead of doing the right thing, you are seeking to bond people to engage in things that you cannot only endorse your behavior.
Meanwhile, there's freedom of association.
Yes. But they have explained that when you leave, the undertaking has no impact on you. Yes. And stop attacks on journalists. This is the Ghana Journalists Association speaking there. And that's advice that every sensible Ghanaian should listen to. Okay? Nobody attacks the doctor in the line of his business. Most lawyers are not attacked when they are doing their job, even if people disagree with them or think they have offended them. As for the journalists, for some reason, it's almost like open season every time. So, be it entry without permission or just attack them wherever you find them, that must some way, somehow stop. Except if you want the journalists to also arm themselves so that they can defend themselves in some way. Mamabi and Co. have to take up jiu-jitsu or any of the self-defense training. Now, the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning also, Akufo-Addo's philosophy sets Bamia for victory. It is an interesting analysis that you certainly should be interested in reading. And 6 more Western Togoland supporters jailed 13 years. And I'm just hoping that beyond the legal records, we will find it very wonderful of having the conversation. You can't compel allegiance to a state. What you can do is not to behave like Russia in the treatment of what's the name of the people in the country they have invaded needlessly. Yes, you need to sit with them and have a conversation that makes a lot of sense to every grouping. Perhaps that's how I understood it. But the biggest story, 3 actions to stabilize the economy. Private sector to lead growth strategy is on the front page. So, yesterday we talked about the Ghana Mutual Prosperity Dialogue.
Yes.
It happened. They said 3 main actions are being taken now, with the private sector at the fulcrum of it. So, at least the MPP is back to making the private sector the engine of growth of the economy. Because they have been complaining in the last so many weeks, from taxes to terrible working environment to the ease of doing business being terrible. Basically, they are saying the private sector stopped being engine of growth long time ago. You see, in fact, you are suffocating the engine.
But Raymond, in making the private sector the engine of growth, it's not just saying it.
Yeah.
What are the things they complain about? They complain about high taxes. Are you prepared to deal with those taxes? They complain about the cost of credit. Are you prepared to deal with these things?
Tariffs.
So deal with all of them. Don't just say the private sector is the engine of growth and you tell us that we are supposed to raise enough revenue. Government established a cap bus in support of business during coronavirus.
Yeah.
Now, all those businesses, how many of them, after 3 years, have paid income tax? The Ministry of Finance and the Ghana Employment Agency, Ghana Enterprise Agency, for instance, should be telling all of us how many of those people that we gave about 1 billion Ghana cedis to, how many of those businesses are paying taxes to the state? And the same people who pay taxes are further burdened with taxes every day in this country. Why?
Anyway.
We're having to compliance. Anyway, the finder for this morning says, aspirants signed deal to accept results of tomorrow's election as in team calls for prioritization of party's interest. I am confident of victory tomorrow. That's according to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Leverage economic stability to boost job creation and growth in Ghana. IFC ECG seeks public support to apprehend persons stealing switchgear, metal covers, and service personnel to fill human resource gaps in sports sector. But have you realized that the picture of the 4 candidates, the workaholic Akutu tops all? Have you checked his mood? I don't know what he was thinking about at that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just by the way. Let's get into other papers.
Okay.
I have the Daily Guide newspaper, all full of the tomorrow's exercise in terms of the flag bearership race. So I want to focus on the Ghanaian Times and page 12 on the LEAP payments to unqualified persons, including the deceased, and overspending under the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty program, which cost the country about 15.8 million Ghana cedis between 2017 and 2022. And this was contained in an audit report on the management of LEAP released by the Auditor General's Department and copied to Parliament. So out of the figure, 396,620 was paid to 170 beneficiaries under the scheme whose socioeconomic status had improved and no longer qualified for the grants. But I guess the import of it is how this whole scheme, which is targeted at the very poor, we can actually be paying to wrong people. Still really doesn't make sense to me.
In 2011, LEAP was, according to Social Services Network, the best targeted program. Now, the new Weekend Crusading Guide is reporting this morning over 150,000 volunteers sign up for Alan's movement of change in Kumasi. And I saw there was a live video. It was actually a lot of people in an auditorium. And I was asking them to make sure that the duopoly of the NPP and the NDC is removed and consigned to history for good. And now reduce your prices to help make life bearable. Do you know who's saying this?
No.
This is the Trades Minister, Trades and Industry Minister, Kwabena Tahir Hammond, telling businesses that they should reduce their prices to make life bearable for Ghanaians. On the face of it, that's good news. But when you know that the government is the one taxing the people into the corner, that they are actually heaping the high price on us, sometimes it sounds a bit, you more like talk to your own people than talk
Deal
to us.
with the
rather.
fundamentals.
Yes.
It goes back to dealing with the fundamentals.
All right, let's go online. The online review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. This morning on myjoyonline.com, what is the health minister doing at the ministry? Minta Akando is the one asking this. He, of course, being the ranking member on the health committee of parliament. Nothing about Baumia scares NDC. He's Akufo-Addo's replica. Edem Agbana is the one with those comments. NPP will come out from November 4 election stronger, according to Justin Kudia. Many other stories for your perusal at myjournalline.com. Rally behind new flag bearer after November 4 election. Stephen Intim, chairman of the party, calls on NPP to do that. And on CNN, there's a story talking about a lack of international protection as grief and anger erupt on air after another Palestinian journalist is killed in Gaza. All right, let's go for the BBC News now. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank with us and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
But before the BBC News, guys, this morning you talked about who gets what when a marriage comes to an end. I haven't heard Raymond say anything, but before we go for the BBC News, I just want to, have your take on that, because I have said to Mama V that show working.
What is show working?
Show working. Show your contribution.
Oh no,
it doesn't work like
that.
But that's my view. It's not what works.
We have transitioned as a society from a time where a certain grouping, mostly men, determined that the woman deserved nothing because she didn't do anything that they considered quantifiable, to a period where people are concerned about how much the woman is getting, based on which contribution formula that's being used.
Show working.
Yes, so that's actually the current conversation.
So that's the show working.
I think that we can still have an equitable system where people are not disadvantaged, and that a society is building consistently plans to make sure that neither the man nor the woman, especially the woman, is protected. Because we mostly tilt towards less protection.
But the man must also be protected.
Oh, no, it's key, of course, because what we see, most of the wealth in the country is in the hands of men.
That's what we are made to believe.
Yeah.
No. We've come from a place
that
where
is what we are made to believe.
I thought I was the ones doing the...
Because of what he said. Go ahead.
No, but that's what we are made to believe.
Yes, I want to engage Winston on this matter. Yes, so that's...
that's what we are made to believe. It may not be true.
No, yes, I get you. I mean, nobody has really lined up and said... Yes. Because people hide their wealth in this country.
No, I need
you
to...
You can live with a woman who is hiding her wealth, and by the time you realize... No, what's see that for?
Okay, yes. So Raymond, just allow me.
That one will never be up for ceremony.
Allow me, because of what Winston just said.
I've never heard any man in Ghana say that I went after the woman's property before.
We've come from a place where it used to be the case that they would say even where a woman and the children help the man in procuring properties, it was still for the man. That's where we've come from. So establish that we've come from.
We are talking about today.
No, you said you were made to believe, but I'm just pointing out to you.
We are made to believe that but women have money. In fact, they have more money than men in a lot of instances.
That the current state of the law and the predominant judge-made law on distribution of marital wealth. Is it fair?
It's case by case.
I'm asking,
so it's
I'm
not.
saying,
We've moved from substantial contribution to the court establishing that once it's joint, then there is a rebuttable presumption that is 50-50.
What constitutes joint?
Once it is
joint is that when you marry and you buy everything, it is for the two of you.
It cannot be established. Let's go for the BBC News.
You're misleading the public.
We'll continue with that. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy.
My way insurance, send my way,
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policy holder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Kwesi, it's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that traffic. When there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. They let me download it. Yeah, Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile, easy does it. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Raspberry Visa, Tuesday at 9:30 and 21 GMT. At 8:30 GMT, Business Daily.
Today we're meeting the CEO of language learning platform Babbel, Arnie Shepka. He explains how smartphones and the internet have changed that age-old aspiration of gaining fluency in another language.
Now it's back to Newsday. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with James Copnell and Victoria Uwonhunda. Great to have you with us.
The crisis in Gaza shows no sign of abating. The Israeli military says it's encircling Gaza City and has come under heavy criticism from some United Nations experts.
The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken lands this morning into this scenario as he visits Israel and Jordan with an agenda to try and find ways to prevent escalation of the conflict and how to improve the humanitarian situation.
We'll hear about the fall of the crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried, who's been found guilty of fraud and money laundering by a court in New York. The 31-year-old could be facing decades in jail.
We have sport and business too, and so much more. Do stay with us if you can, but first the latest world news.
Hello, I'm Neil Nunes with the BBC News. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has arrived in Israel on his second visit to the region since the war began. He said he'll continue to press to get humanitarian aid into Gaza and U.S. citizens out. The BBC's Yolande Nell has sent us this report.
The US has promised full support and increased military aid to Israel for its attacks in Gaza, but there's also been a shift in tone. As the Secretary of State Antony Blinken left for the Middle East, he said he'd talk about concrete steps to minimize harm to civilians. The White House has proposed a series of localized pauses in fighting to allow aid to be delivered into Gaza or to carry out evacuations. It stressed these would fall well short of a ceasefire, which it believes would benefit Hamas.
7 UN-mandated human rights experts have said they believe the Palestinian people in Gaza are at grave risk of genocide and that time is running out to prevent this. The group of special rapporteurs allege that Israel was planning to decimate the Gaza Strip. It called on Israel and its allies to agree to an immediate ceasefire on Hamas and other militants to deter, and called on Hamas and other militants to release all captive civilians. Israel says its army has completely encircled Gaza City and engaged in face-to-face battles with Hamas fighters. It says it's destroying the center of the group's infrastructure in a dense built-up area. Anna Foster is in Jerusalem.
If we look at Gaza in that statement by the Israel Defense Forces that they have encircled Gaza City, that marks for them another step forward in this military campaign. That is the area that they're really focusing on because that is where a lot of the Hamas infrastructure and the Hamas senior leaders in Gaza are based. So I think that will continue, although of course we have been cautioned more than once that this will not be a quick operation. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that this will be a long and difficult war.
The leader of the Lebanese Islamist group Hezbollah is expected to make his first public comments later today on the Israel-Hamas conflict. Hugo Bashega reports on what Hassan Nasrallah may say.
For weeks, Lebanon has been waiting to hear from Hassan Nasrallah. Today, he will finally break his silence. The speech is being framed by Hezbollah as a significant moment and will be closely watched for indications of the group's next steps. Hezbollah and the Israeli army have exchanged fire, raising fears that this could become another front in the conflict. So far, however, the violence has been largely contained to the border zone. Israel has warned Hezbollah that it will deliver a response of unimaginable magnitude if the group decides to join the war. Hezbollah is the main faction of the so-called Axis of Resistance, an alliance supported by Iran that also includes Hamas.
This is the latest world news from the BBC. Sam Bankman-Fried, who once ran one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, FTX, has been found guilty of fraud and money laundering. A jury in Manhattan convicted him on 7 counts, including 2 of fraud and 5 of conspiracy. Prosecutors said Sam Bankman-Fried had used money stolen from FTX to prop up his investment fund, Alameda Research, and to finance his lavish lifestyle. The prosecutor, Damian Williams, said Bankman-Fried was guilty of an old crime.
Sam Bankman-Fried perpetrated one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. A multi-billion-dollar scheme designed to make him the king of crypto. But here's the thing. The cryptocurrency industry might be new. The players like Sam Bankman-Fried might be new. But this kind of fraud, this kind of corruption is as old as time, and we have no patience for it.
The Ukrainian military says Russia launched 38 drones and a guided aircraft missile against the country overnight. It said air defenses shot down 24 of them, as well as the missile. Overnight, the authorities in the northeastern Kharkiv region said civilian infrastructure had been hit and a fire had broken out in one part of the main city. Guatemala's top electoral body has reinstated the suspension of the president-elect Bernardo Arevalo's Seed Movement party. It was initially imposed in August but was lifted during the election cycle, which ended in October. The Attorney General has accused the party of irregularities in its registration process 6 years ago. Colombia says it'll cull some of its hippopotamus population, which are descendants of animals originally brought to the country in the 1980s by the late drugs baron Pablo Escobar. The 160 African hippos spread from Escobar's private zoo into nearby rivers and swamps. BBC World News.
Smile! Fidelity Bank has got you covered. We are offering personal loans of up to 450,000 Ghana cedis for salaried workers with 2 months repayment holiday. No gimmicks. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and smile. We'll even take on your existing loans with your bank and help you live your financial dreams with discounted processing fees from now till 31st December 2023. Buy that car, take that holiday, or get a Fidelity Bank mortgage and smile with our fixed sum monthly repayment and fixed interest rate. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and smile. Switch and smile with Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Terms and conditions apply.
For over 10 years, Old Mutual has been touching lives in Ghana. Whether you're a trader or a student, an entrepreneur or an employer, or nearing your retirement, we have the right financial solutions tailored just for you. Contact Old Mutual on 030-7000-600 or visit our website on oldmutual.com.gh to learn more. And let's realize your financial freedom together. 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Malamu headmaster ya na ni suit ya na mse adi anye yedzin ho agim ye win mpa won famen wala shatela ehye ahye je twemfonyin ma ya comment ho de donko onko social media na ya ka ho asama nna subiu e de kwankran nkran nka hye no gwe hele e de kwankran ni ye loosen
on va gâter le coin Kiobit on y va.
Friday edition of the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, your CIMG radio program of the year. And you know, Charlie, there are things happening in the social space. People are ending their marriages, and you know, property is being shared.
Yes.
And people are asking questions about how these things are decided. How these decisions are made by the courts, and what really you can expect. If your marriage comes to an end, then you are wondering who gets what.
Kwame Jan has a very nice article on it. In fact, I mean, if you read it properly, you get a very bright understanding of it. You see, we are trying to merge a certain cultural or customary appreciation of who gets what in the first place with what's supposed to be more modern and equitable system. Except that in the throes of doing so, some people are overzealous, especially some jurists are overzealous in their, distribution formula. So it makes it a bit tilted. And it's not only a Ghanaian problem. All over the world, people have this conversation.
Is it tilted?
Yeah, it makes it a bit tilted and unfair. The equitable distribution doesn't happen. You get what I'm trying to say? So it makes it a bit, a bit unfair. But we are not robots. We can't get 100% right. But what may seem fair to both sides might be different. So third parties who are reviewing it may be the ones determining whether this is fair or so. Because left to some people alone. There's a more recent conversation an old man had with me. It was over first wife, second wife conversation. This is customary. When they finished it, the first wife said, no. I want the new house, which is where the second wife is living. And it became a big fight. But I mean, you consider how that works out perfectly. But of course, I mean, the man who says that I'm disposing of first wife and second wife, though, he doesn't even know what to do. I mean, well, but
the question in my mind is that are there certain things, even though it's supposed to be on a case-by-case basis, are there certain preconceived cultural or social positions that find their way generally into most of our divorce rulings? When it comes to the distribution of wealth, right? For example, I mean, Winston was talking about show working, right? Is there a general belief that, look, as long as you were together, it doesn't matter who physically contributed more to the acquisition of an asset, because you were together, your contribution was equal, therefore it should be shared equally?
Is that not the starting point? Then we still have to submit proof that no, I actually did this. Then have you also submit proof that I also contributed this way, so that now we recalibrate. So we start from 50-50, right? Then we're now moving towards whether you getting 70, I'm getting 30. I hope you get that. That may seem fair, mindful of, but you see, it's also
or whether you actually acquired it as an individual, because you can even in a marriage.
Yes.
And I'm also looking at while you were talking, my accounting background came to play. We'll put all of us our earnings, strike percentages.
Yes.
Yes, we'll strike. You want us to show working? No, don't worry.
Can you tell him that?
Don't worry. You said case by case. My case is that.
No, at some point, show working is part of it. Yes.
We'll look at your earning, what you earn. Yes. We'll look at what I earn. We'll look at the properties. We'll look at whose contribution went into that. We'll strike percentage.
Yes, except that sometimes their earnings their contributions are in different forms.
We'll put value to that one.
Never marry okay, let me correct that. Never divorce an accountant.
We'll put value to that one. We'll put value to everything.
Was it not Winston's friend who came to show us that there is no serious business in having a side chick or something like that? That the expenditure for Christmas or so can
only
be. The man has written a book.
Only Winston's
written a book.
Wake up to joy, 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 sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah, wake up to joy.
And you're definitely welcome to the Super Morning Show. Good morning to some family, friends of ours. In fact, it's an extension of the Super Morning Show. Jill Caris, Jill Grace, and Jill Adum, together with your mother Magdalene, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. Good morning to all of you. I know you're listening. But Societe Generale, Your secure and trusted partner is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. This significant milestone, as you know, wouldn't have been possible without you, our loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. So today we're celebrating 20 years with you. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
And before I tell you this, let me tell you about the UPSA Law School Point of Law series for today. It's an offense for a person to construct or cause a commercial building to be constructed without insuring such a building. I'll take it again. It's an offense for a person to construct or cause a commercial building to be constructed without insuring such a building, and that's section 21813 of the Insurance Act 2021, Act 1061. But you know, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz keep your engine younger for longer.
Now get a loan of up to 450,000 cedis from Fidelity Bank and also get rewarded. You can also switch your existing salaried loan to Fidelity Bank or get a new personal loan and enjoy these wonderful things, Kojo. The lowest fixed interest rate, a 2-month repayment holiday in December 2023 and January 2024, 50% discount on the processing fee to the end of December 2023. You are guaranteed fixed monthly repayment installment. Don't forget, fixed monthly repayment installments. Don't miss this offer. Call now on this number, toll free 0800 003355, or walk into any Fidelity Bank branch today and let's help you achieve your dream.
Dreams are being achieved, and it's happening at Kingdom Books and Stationery as well. Just go check out their website, kingdomstoreonline.com. all right, you can buy whatever you desire from Kingdom, pay via Momo, and then just relax while they deliver to your home or office in very good time. Now if you're in Accra or Tema, you don't even pay for your delivery. Isn't that nice? Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer for a limited time only. They're offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic RAV4. Ramon, I'm sure you know that story, right?
Yes. Comrade.
That's like 3 years ago, eh?
Yes.
The robust Hilux.
You people, you have been warned not to tell that story.
I have not told the story.
Yes, we have not told it yet. Okay, not yet.
And the powerful Fortuner diesel. And my own luxurious Land Cruiser Prado.
Yes.
And also your own.
That car must be driven by me in 2025.
Amen.
And that's not all. When you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever. Pay a visit to any of their showrooms located in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady. Alternatively, you can reach out to them on 0302910204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
Now Republic Bank, the master of mortgages, has even gone lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all of its city mortgage products. If you are planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call our mortgage hub and speak to a specialist on 054 010 9901. Or send us mail, myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until, take note, 31st of January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. And of course, I mean, ultra low. Ultra low.
Not just low. Ultra low. All right, listen, we're going to do things a little bit differently this morning. We're going straight for the Joy Sports Center right after these messages.
Doing gets you learning. Learning starts you wondering. Wondering triggers thinking. Thinking becomes planning. Planning evolves to trying. After trying, you're succeeding, winning, owning. Now, doing that starts with outdoing your limits. Outdo them all with MTN. So, what are we doing today?
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Africa's biggest football clubs, Africa's biggest football stars, our culture, our people, our vibe, our joy, our style, our celebrations. It's 23 days of Champions football action, plus $14.4 million in prize money. Catch all the games streaming at www.AFL-Africa and on FIFA Plus. The game starts Friday, October 20th, to the finals on Saturday, 11th of November. The African Football League, our game, our home. It's Africa's time. Now let's shine together.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code Welcome Ghana and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
All right, so birthday message on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone. Now, we will do birthday wishes later on the show, but we've got to get straight to the Joy Sports Center, which is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. DSTV, it's your moment. And African Football League, watch the African Football League from the 20th of October until the 11th of November. Go to Joy Prime for all of it. African Football League, our football, our stars, our time.
And as Africans, you know, our game is different. It's electrifying, it's spiritual, it's explosive, and now it's in a league of its own. Essentially, Africans do football the African way, and that's our game, and home of our game is the African Football League. Watch the African Football League from October 20th to November 11 on Joy Prime and see the African skills, strength, excitement, drama, suspense, and creativity on display. The teams for this maiden edition include Al Ali, TP Mazembe, Esperance, Tunis, Yimba FC, Sundowns, and Wydad Casablanca. There's a $14.4 million at stake. Who takes it home? Watch and listen to commentary on AFL, the home of the African game, on our African soil with African talent being showcased. African Football League, our football, our stars, our time.
Now, so my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield cheering on that Liverpool Football FC and also joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's standing goal. Yes, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. And it's just so simple to be eligible. Just do what's simply done here. There's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For non-clients, download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are also other consolation prizes though. Open their account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards and points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes. And you can win amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. So build as many points as possible, and you can win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love, or you can win 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's the perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. So start collecting your caller tunes point today. Visit callertunes.mtn.com.gh. Caller tunes spelled CALLERTUNEZ, or just dial *1355# to get started on the MTN caller tune service. This promotion is on till the 7th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, do you like watching sports and betting? Then you're going to be interested in the offer from the world famous bookmaker 1xBet, which comes with high odds, a huge selection of sports events, and a cool mobile app. So right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. Sign up, use the promo code BETG, and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis, 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't need to worry about whether your funds are safe or not. Join millions of 1xBet players around the world and win big. El Giorgio,
how are you doing, Kojo?
I'm solid, my brother. It's been a long time since we chaotically conjoined on this show.
It is a
Hey, that now I'm hearing a British accent in your Kia.
Oh, really? Don't be. I'll be telling you about something very special that's going to be happening on Joy Prime right after the sports. So don't go too far away. Let's start with the Joy Sports Center then. Look, head of women's football at CAF, Meskerem Tadesi, says the continental body is committed to closing the existing gap between prize monies for the men's and women's CAF Champions League. The winner of the men's CAF Champions League currently is rewarded with $1 million, whilst the champion of the women's competition earns $600,000 less. The third edition of the Women's CAF Champions League commences this weekend in the Ivorian cities of Korogo and San Pedro, with Ghana's Ampem Dakwa ladies participating. Meskerem Tadesi says her team is working to increase the prize money in subsequent editions.
I want to mention that when we introduced the prize money last year, it has a big impact in terms of developing women's football, because it's a kind of an investment from CAF to the clubs, saying that this is your prize money, but we believe that the clubs will also have get this money to invest in the next future stars of women's football. So also key to mention, thanks to President Motsepe, when he introduced this prize money, he said no, I think they deserve more, and fought to get 400,000 for the winner. But in the previous time, even for AFCON, the prize money was 150 for the winner. So this is a big achievement.
Yeah, the Ghanaian champions, Ampem Dakwa ladies, are drawn in Group B alongside holders Asfar for Rabat. We've got the Hurricanes of Equatorial Guinea and AS Mandi of Mali. The competition will be definitely held in Ivory Coast, and we're keeping close tabs on all of that. But remember that it's being held in Ivory Coast, where next year's Africa Cup of Nations will take place. To test the readiness of the country and facilities, CAF is having a closer look. Meskerem says she's impressed with the work so far.
They are the stadiums are being built. Also, the village where the teams will be staying at is on the building stage has been finalized, and they are getting ready. The atmosphere is really nice. It's going to be a small venue of 20,000 in Korogo, so I'm sure we will be able to fill the stadium and showcase the love of women's football.
Excellent. Let's talk about the Ghana Premier League then. And Sotterman returned to the summit of the table after defeating Asante Kotoko 1-0. Now, Stephen Diu netted a controversial goal in the 41st minute to steal all 3 points for the home team. Kotoko protested, but the goal stood. It went from bad to worse then when defender Harry Ansu received a second yellow card and was sent off. Kotoko coach Prosper Natogum is not a happy man.
The goal was scored and the players were there, so they saw it better. From where I was and what I saw was what the players also saw, and they had a right to go there and complain to the referee. They complained, and he decided that upon their complaint to even punish us the more by giving us a red card. So if you watched and you saw it to be an offside, and he gave us a red card in addition, the rest is up to you people to judge. I'm not the one to judge. You are telling me, so I'm picking your words. So if it was offside, and Ansu went and complained that it was offside, and he ended up allowing the goal and giving him a red card, then the rest is up to you people who saw it to be offside.
Yeah, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum there. Asante Kotoko will hope to return to winning ways when they take on Dreams. They've seen the next match day. In the other match yesterday, Pando Hatter Lions suffered the first defeat of the season after losing 2-1 to Accra Lions in the Battle of Lions there. Elsewhere, Heart Civic will take on Karela United at the Aliyu Muhammad Stadium. Head coach Martin Koopman wants his players to step up to the occasion.
I was looking for that, but then you must looking for something else, and we did it now for 3 weeks on training session, and everything goes very smoothly because all my players can play football. Now it's only what I need is fighting spirit in the game. If you have fighting spirit with this team, you can go a lot of points. So hopefully we can continue to do this.
Well, in the other games, Midiama come up against Legon Cities at the Elwak Stadium. Bofakatano take on Nations Day at the Combination Park. Brecon Chelsea play host to Samotex, and Real Tamale United will entertain Bichem United. Now, Ghana's Paralympic football team have been rewarded by President Akufo-Addo following their triumph in the recently ended Africa Paralympic Games. Joy Sports' Kwame Benaya was at the Jubilee House for the presentation.
The team, led by President of the Ghana Paralympic Committee, Samson Dean, presented their trophy to the presidency after the Black Challenge beat Morocco 2-1 in the finals of the first ever African Paralympic Games, which was hosted in Accra.
We are at the middle class stage as a nation, and hosting this event really helped us to learn a lot and to push our athletes to the highest ranking. This time, it was a host and win. The gold medal, we won it. We won the cup, we won the best player, we won the best coach, and then we won the goalkeeping prize.
Chief of Staff Akosua Frema Osayopare spoke on behalf of the President Nana Akufo-Addo, who was on official duty.
I want to use this opportunity to congratulate the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the LOC for making it possible for Ghana to host this historic sports. I'm proud that this has manifested, and my government has been able to deliver the first Paralympic Games as a demonstration of our strong support and promotion of social inclusion and rights of the vulnerable in the society.
Kwame Benaya's report there. Now, the Colombian government says that father of Liverpool footballer Luis Diaz was kidnapped by left-wing rebels of the National Liberation Army. Luis Manuel Diaz was seized at gunpoint alongside his wife on Saturday. The player's mother was left behind in the car by the kidnappers as police closed in. But the gunmen dragged away his father. Luis Diaz is likely to sit out Liverpool's Premier League fixture with Luton on Sunday. Saturday will be busy across Europe, definitely. We've got some very good games to come as the Champions League match day approaches. Manchester United will take on Fulham. They aim to arrest their slumping form. Manchester City will entertain Bournemouth. We've got Liverpool, of course, playing against Luton Town, as I just indicated. Barcelona in Spain will be bidding to bounce back from their loss in the El Clasico when they take on Real Sociedad. League leaders Real Madrid will eye 3 straight wins in all competitions when they welcome Rayo Vallecano to the Bernabeu. And then in Serie A, AC Milan will face Udinese. Napoli are away to Salernitana. And then there's a big one in the Bundesliga. It's the Klassiker. Dortmund up against Bayern Munich. In tennis, well, the Italian 4th seed Yannick Sinner has withdrawn from the Paris Masters with fatigue. Sinner beat the American Mackenzie McDonald in the second round, but did not start play until after midnight. Meanwhile, world number 1 Novak Djokovic laboured to a 4-6, 7-6, 6-4 win over Dutchman Talon Grispo, which is quite important. Kojo, I can see that you've taken your seats, right?
That's
I've
right.
got to
That's
tell
right.
you
That's
this.
right.
This is very, very special. It's all about the Big Chef season 3, and it's here. So I know the kids are listening into the show. All the KLinks, you want to show us what you can do. If you are between the ages of 8 to 14 and you can cook very well like me, oh my God, people are enjoying my Ghana soup here. Walala. 8 to 14.
International incident. 8 to 14, eh?
8 to 14, please. Then you have to come out and show your passion for cooking on Joy Prime's cooking competition, the Big Chef Junior Edition. Just share a 2-minute cooking video on WhatsApp number. There's the number 0551 57 5758. Again, 0551 57 5758. And you have to share this by November 9, and you stand a chance to be part of Big Chef Season 3. Parents, please help your children to make the entry, and let's turn their kitchen dreams into reality.
Yeah, this
season when I was 9, I could do bankum.
Mewo. That sounds like child labor to me. But
oh, really?
Banku there is hard work. But yeah, Charlie, there are many kids out there with very, very talented fingers in the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
We'll be looking out for them this season on Big Chef. El Giorgio.
All right.
Charlie.
Yeah, because that's it. Nice and early.
Yeah. Until next week, it's a kike. George Addy Jr. and the team return with more sports throughout the weekend. So stay tuned for that. Right now, it's time for the nutrition line from Nestle, and it's brought to you, of course, by our dear friends at Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Wonderful moments for wonderful you. It's Nestle Nutrition Line on a wonderful morning such as this is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're beginning a discussion on iron deficiency anemia and how it is caused. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa. How are you feeling? Are you well and strong and doing amazing things with your life? Anemia is a condition in which the body does not have enough healthy red blood cells, and therefore blood cannot carry oxygen effectively throughout the body. Iron deficiency anemia, as the name suggests, is a type of anemia caused by inadequate iron levels. It can be caused by worm infestation, which can lead to intestinal bleeding. Iron is lost in the blood, leading to iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency is also caused by losing more blood than the body can replace. For example, during heavy menstruation, an accident or surgery. Finally, it can also occur due to regular consumption of a diet low in iron-rich foods. Anemia is unfortunately widespread globally, and the World Health Organization estimates that 42% of children under the age of 5 and 40% of pregnant women worldwide are anemic. And you can check this out on www.who.int/health topics. Do join us next time as we discuss more risk factors and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I look forward to spending more time with you as the days go by. It's all about health and wellness. So do please reach out and give some feedback so we can make this better and better for a longer, healthier, happier life. You and Nestle. 0302 517 020 or 0302211880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to WhatsApp, SMS, or call between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., do try these numbers, please. 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. Alternatively, an email to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com will do. The harder life gets, the tougher we must be. Fighting strong and never giving up. Do enjoy the day and give life your best shot. Have a great day. Bye.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We're doing things a little bit differently today for very good reason. Right now, though, listen, just as we're gearing up for our very big conversation, we've got a great guest who is going to come and help us navigate the very interesting concept of who gets what when a marriage ends. But before all of that, of course, on Big Stories brought to you by Vodafone. Further together, Latex Foam, your partner for life. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. And Access Bank says they are more than banking.
Now you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, or that L-shaped sofa, crafted to the finest detail and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel. Are you looking for comfort, durability, quality, and perfect finishing? Look no further. Latex Foam is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latex Foam. Latex Foam, your partner for life. You don't have to share property.
And there's amazing news from Vodafone Fixed Broadband. Vodafone is offering a big welcome offer to all new fixed broadband customers. New customers who purchase a broadband plan for 1 month get 50% bonus data. Alternatively, if you pay 3 months subscription in advance, you receive 50% bonus data plus free installation. So don't miss out on these amazing offers. Join the Vodafone broadband family today and enjoy reliable, super fast internet connectivity that gives you best value for your money. Dial *900# or call 0505 555 111. Visit my Vodafone app or fbb.vodafone.com.gh to sign up for the Vodafone Fixed Broadband welcome offer. Vodafone, further together.
All right, then. So don't forget to use the hashtag JoySMS when you're tweeting at us. We certainly want to know what you think should be the proper process. When a marriage ends, who should get what? Use the hashtag JoySMS. And of course, we'll pick up your posts on X. I keep saying tweets. Everybody says tweet, but it's post on X.
Yes.
Hey, brother Musk. Yeah. So when you post on X, use the hashtag JoySMS and we'll share your thoughts with everyone in the world. Who should get what when a marriage ends? Social media messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, the Ghana AIDS Commission, test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health, Number 10 Liver Salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP, Life Styled.
Now, every day people face different emergencies. The police emergency is there. There's also the fire emergency. There's the medical emergency. You name it. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would always want to remember. That's the star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payment, airtime, and data purchases, and so much more than just that, even when you don't have data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my rhyming chain. In my rhyming chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Hello, welcome to Dominion University College, your path to a bright future. At Dominion University College, we pride ourselves on fostering a supportive and inclusive community, empowering our students to become leaders and innovators in their chosen fields. Choose from our wide range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs, carefully crafted to meet the evolving demands of the professional world. Call us today on +233 201 063 633 or +233 507 777 435. Or visit us at www.duc.edu.gh. Enroll at Dominion to receive a world-class education the Dominion way.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, yes, Uncle.
Oh, Charlie, sorry, you the bed?
It's not at this time, but what do you want?
Okay, well, since you picked the call already, you hear say Vodafone gets some new feature called Vodafone Flexi. Apparently, no matter the amount I get, I go fit buy any voice, data or broadband bundle. Whether it be 100 Ghana, 10 Ghana or 1 Ghana. Charlie, any Ghana, I fit use Vodafone Flexi.
Okay, so if you pay me the 5 Ghana you owe me since last 2 weeks, I be me too, I go fit do the Vodafone Flexi song. Hello?
Yes, don't get left behind on what's new. To use Vodafone Flexi, dial *200# *700# or *900# now. Terms and conditions apply.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Pando Secondary School is 70 years old. Hooray! The Board of Governors, the Headmaster, the Executive of PASEC Old Student Association, COSA, and all stakeholders of Pando Secondary School. Honorable Yao Osei Aduchu, Minister of Education. Honorable Archibald Yao Lecha, Volta Regional Minister. Akpenifia Akpakwewopa, Dagadu the Ninth, Paramount Chief of Pando Traditional Area. Mr. Eric Sedi Kotoche, Executive Chairman, First Sky Group. PASEC looks at Veritas. See you there. This announcement is powered by Volta Serene Hotel, Federal Rural Bank, and Serene Insurance.
Some banks treat you like this. Others like this. But at Access Bank, we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Access Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experience it too. Visit any Access Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Access Bank, more than banking.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Feel like I was stuck in a maze, looking for the wrong one.
Joy 99.7 FM. We're waiting for that all important conversation. But let's get interactive. Your text messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by GCB Bank PLC, GCB Personal Loan. Make that big move and dream a reality.
Now make that big move with a GCB personal loan. GCB, your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, is offering the GCB salaried account holders personal loans in less than 24 hours. Take note, less than 24 hours to fund your next big move. With GCB's Big Move Personal Loan promo, you can access up to a whopping 400,000 at a significantly reduced interest rate with a 2-month prepayment grace period to meet your urgent financial obligations with a smile. It's time to make that big move, Weston. Be it an educational fee payment, buying a car like Land Cruiser Prado,
yes, Land Cruiser Prado,
building your dream
Agenda
home.
2025.
Agenda 2025.
We are on
building
course.
your dream home. GCB makes these dreams a reality, and life will be easier for you as this customer. So let GCB lend you the needed support to make that big move. To take care of those urgent personal needs, visit any GCB branch or call 0800 4242, and also make sure that 422. So the number is actually 0800 422 422. For further inquiries, there are also terms and conditions apply. And anyway, GCB, your bank for life. It's a big move. Huge move.
We have to do that. Big move.
Yes.
Well, it's November sales at Furniture City. Yes, Black Friday came early at Furniture City. Crazy deals are with you at Furniture City. Pick any item, enjoy from 25% up to 40% discount on selected items. Items ranging from furniture, dining sets, sofas, decor set, carpets, curtains. Yes, it's a crazy deal. There's November only at Furniture City. your home of quality furniture and largest furniture shop in Ghana. So hurry, rush now to Furniture City for all kinds of furniture and enjoy from 25% up to 40% discount on selected items. Locate Furniture City at number 77 Spinkters Road, 200 meters from the Flowerpot Roundabout. On the Spinkters Road and opposite City Ceramica, log on to our Facebook page, Furniture City Ghana, and website furniturecityghana.com. Contact our sales team on 0244 213 333 or 0540314948. Furniture City, your home of quality furniture. But of course, Raymond, the all-important conversation today: who gets what when a marriage is dissolved? I mean, I've seen already a lot of you people asking questions. I've seen questions that, so when a man owes, what happens? Do they share his liabilities also,
No,
or is it all about
they deduct
assets?
They deduct the liabilities from the assets.
What
What's
if
left?
What if the liabilities were used in acquiring those assets?
Yeah, but that means that there will be nothing left to share.
Okay. So if there's liability in acquisition of assets, those liabilities must be deducted from the assets.
Yes.
What is left is what you share.
Yes, please.
Okay. Then there'll be nothing to share.
Yeah, there'll be nothing.
A lot
to
of boys will live on debt.
I do feed people.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. You see, we should be a fair, equitable society. What we should be aiming for is not cheating any partner. And we should also consider the fact that people contribute in very diverse ways. So all of those come together to make up what is fairly supposed to be given to everybody. It is acrimonious to go through the process. We should not worsen the process by having to make people struggle and see. It's a love adventure. If it goes wrong, the subsequent engagement should not be as acrimonious as we want to make it look like and fighting over. We should have deep within our hearts the fellow feeling. After all, it's still a human being that you are engaging, and it's still about. Ideally, let's talk about it this way. We'll not take this property to heaven, right? So always...
But we'll enjoy it here on earth.
Yes, so put the ultimate aim of your life first. Heaven is the main goal. So if heaven is the main goal,
what if I don't believe in heaven?
You'll not be seeking to cheat somebody out of that
What if I don't
process?
believe in heaven?
Yeah, you are in the minority. We will not deal with your problem now.
Maybe I don't believe in heaven. And my belief is that life ends right here on earth.
Yeah, you are like some teacher that will say your reward is in heaven. Say, no guarantees.
So if you believe that your life ends right here on earth, and then the question is what happens. But you see, in the midst of all of these things, I think that now after this, the conversation should be how partners should come together in the acquisition of properties. Partners should come together in the acquisition of properties. It should no longer be, I don't earn much. Whatever you earn, contribute.
Because if we don't take, people will be hiding properties from their partners. So they'll go through all lengths. They'll be writing properties. They'll be building things in the name of their sisters, their mothers, their whatever. With the hope. And
because as for liabilities, or people will start having a lot of liabilities.
Yeah.
And they would
live on offset it.
To offset, they'll live on debts till they die.
Yeah. Because see, if you took a loan to acquire a property, I understand that one cannot be shared. Okay. If you are not finished paying the loan.
Yeah.
So you watch it this way. The guy will be very smart business finance people will actually make sure that everything he buys.
Don't look at me when you say that.
Yes. Everything he's buying, every single move he's making is on loan or some other thing. So when the thing becomes a problem, but you're still paying. So if I'm waiting for a payment to be done, let's actually deal with that at that level.
Well, very soon we'll go for the Joy Business Minute. The Joy Business Minute is brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you. And Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Now, Anointed Electricals Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators. This is from the 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. And they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They have in stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and also do generator rentals in East Legon. You can locate us on the Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tom Rake Hotel in Tema on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where we have our head office, number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. And we also have branches across the nation. You need to know that Anointed is the generator expert. If you want to reach out to us for this ultra silent generator, now there is, unannounced. They call it Doom CSA. not
we
doom.
have gone past the doom. CSE.
Yeah. Oh, really?
We've gone past that.
I thought we were
it's
still
not
doing-
doom CSE again.
Oh, that's what they call
Everything
it.
you're seeing now is doom so.
It's happening unannounced. You need to get to Anointed Electricals and make sure that you get your standby generator so that it will give you what you required. This is the number you should be calling: 0243 480 334. 0243 480 334. That is where you get your ultra silent generator.
Let's go for the Joy Business Minutes now.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Ghana's decision to sign on to an IMF program has helped unlock UK government's financial support for some ongoing projects in the country. That's according to Ghana's High Commissioner to the UK and Ireland, Papo Sankuma. Rating agency Fitch says Ghana would receive a positive rating again if it reaches an agreement with private creditors on the restructuring of the country's foreign currency denominated external debt. British Airways says it has stepped up engagement with the government over what it describes as rising costs of operations at the Kotoka International Airport. And Sam Bankman-Fried, who once ran one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges, has been found guilty of fraud and money laundering at the end of a month-long trial in New York. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is Porto. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us. Okay. Yes.
If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
How are you, Kofi? And how are you getting on? Have you been taking your HIV medication? I mean, the antiretroviral medicines.
Media, my bro, my bre. Every day, I have to take this medicine. Why?
Oh, Kofi, but you know that your antiretroviral medicines have to be taken every day to be effective.
Why does it have to be so?
Oh, Kofi, you know by taking your antiretroviral medicines every day, it stops the virus from replicating and allows the immune system to repair itself and prevent further damage. This way, you can live a long, healthy life.
Do you think for taking the antiretroviral medicine is the reason why I feel weak and feverish? Could it be the reason why I have recurring diarrhea too?
So would you rather feel sick instead of just taking the antiretroviral medicines daily and feel healthy? You know the daily dose helps to suppress the virus so that in about 6 months, the virus becomes undetectable. This means that the virus in your blood is sufficiently suppressed. It also means that you cannot transmit the virus to others. If your viral load continues to remain undetectable, then it is equal to being untransmittable. That is what we mean by U equals U.
I think I owe it to myself to take my antiretroviral drug religiously.
Great! That is what I was hoping to hear. You must take your antiretroviral medicine consistently to get your viral load suppressed to make it undetectable and untransmittable.
Yes, undetectable equals untransmittable.
U equals U.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Malamu headmaster ya na ni suit ya na mase. Adi. Anye yedin ho agim. Ye winim pa won famen. Wala shatela ehye. Ahye je twemfonyin. Me ya comment ho. De donko onko social media na. Ya ka ho asama nna subiu. Nna subiu e de kwankran nkran. Nke se no gwe hele. E de kwankran. Ni ye losing.
Are you confident that the guys can give you a better performance next time?
Yeah. Because our next take your time.
At the end of the day, PC is the reigning champions in Ashanti region. They scored the highest yesterday. You're sure they're not going to just massacre you?
Maybe. Please, you say
you're not sure that they will just massacre you next when you miss it.
Massacre
Please, if I have fallen in love with a girl on campus and the girl too says she loves me back, and we've been going for lunch, supper, breakfast, and later on I'll be seeing her with another guy. Please, how many times should I call her in 5 minutes?
Coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Mommy loan, and I be loan. When you need a personal loan, you need a bank that you can trust. A bank with the best possible rate and the process easy and stress-free. That's National Investment Bank, NIB. You know what I mean, NIB Bank, NIB Bank. We help with your financial needs. NIB Bank, NIB Bank. We have a variety of personal loans. NIB Bank, NIB Bank.
Visit the nearest NIB branch for your personal loans today. You can call 0302-428-500 or call toll free on 0800-007-777. Your CIMG award-winning bank with over 60 years of banking is here to empower your dreams every step of the way.
NIB Bank. We have a variety of personal loans.
NIB, your business is our business. Terms and conditions apply.
NIB Bank, NIB Bank.
My people, what comes to mind when you hear Black Friday?
Jumia.
How about free delivery and true convenience? Where do you get the best deals? Very well, you've heard the unanimous decision of the people. Jumia Black Friday runs from the 3rd to the 24th November. Download the Jumia app now and start shopping. Jumia, your everyday delivery.
The exhibition of the voters register 2023 is here with us now.
The Electoral Commission of Ghana will display the voters register for public inspection. The exhibition of the 2020 voters register and the 2023 provisional voters register is part of preparatory measures for the upcoming district level elections. The exhibition exercise will take place at all polling stations across the country
from 3rd to 7th November 2023
between the hours of 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily. Do not assume that your name is in the register. Go personally to your polling station with your voter's ID card or registration slip to 1. Verify your details of registration to make sure that your name, photograph and other particulars are in the register. 2. Make a request for any omitted data such as name, age or sex to be included in the register. 3. Make a request to change details such as incorrect name, sex and unclear photographs in the register and on your voter ID card. 4. Object to the inclusion of names of unqualified persons. 5. Know your polling station ahead of the election. And 6. Assist in deletion of names of deceased people from the register. In addition to the physical checking of details in the register,
the EC will deploy a GSM messaging protocol
which will enable registered voters conveniently access their registration details using their mobile phones. Very simple.
Dial *713*81# and follow the prompts on all networks.
Participate in the exhibition of the voters register to avoid disappointment and inconveniences on voting day.
Your vote is your future.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2024 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. With all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
To the left, to the left.
People get married. You're choosing someone you believe is the absolute best human being in the whole world to be your companion for the rest of your life. But sometimes even the best laid plans don't work out. So when that happens, when a marriage ends, who should get what? Should you just put everything you came with in a box to the left? Or are there some principles that guide the decisions that a court would make in terms of the distribution of wealth following the dissolution of a marriage? We're going to learn all about it from our guest, who is a big man. It's been a long time since we had him on the show. We're so excited that he's made the time to come back, and I'll be telling you who he is in just a moment. But first, thank you so much for choosing us wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in to the CIMG radio program of the year, the Super Morning Show on Joy. If you're in the Asante region, then we're so grateful that you've chosen Love FM. And for all of you who are listening to ATL FM in the Central region, we love you very much. Keep listening. And those of you who are on X, we see you. We see you listening to our X Space conversation. A.A. Caesar, who works for the Ghana Free Zones Authority. Good morning to you. We see you're tuned in. Dr. Tony Chung is a family physician specialist at Kintampo Municipal Hospital. Dr. Chung is also live on X Spaces with us. Good morning also to George Kale, who is listening on X. Okay, so I'll tell you who our guest is in just a moment, and you'll understand why we're so excited he's here. But first, for huge discounts and free gifts, take a trip to Electroland. They have showrooms and authorized dealers all over the place, and they've got every single household electrical goods or appliance you could possibly need. So wherever you live, find your nearest Electroland showroom or dealer's shop. Look out for the Samsung, Media, TCL or NASCO sign, and that will assure you that your search is over. If you want to know more, call 0503 159 739 or just go to electrolandgh.com. Electroland, home of luxury and affordable electronics.
Now, Cowbank and Litina Travel and Tours wishes to inform the business community that limited slots are available on the Cowbank organized business trip to Turkey from the 7th to the 11th of November. So if you're interested in joining on this trip, kindly call Tina on 0244 260 789 for reservation.
Now, sometimes buying your car insurance isn't the problem. It's when you forget to renew it and get into trouble with the police or an accident. Instant car insurance is now on Haptel. Get your instant car insurance sticker anytime. No long things. Just install the Haptel app and enter your car number for your instant insurance sticker. You can also set a reminder for your next renewal date. Go to haptel.com/app, that's APP, to install your Haptel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Haptel is everything you. I was just buying breakfast from Haptel.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. It's very interesting.
You're a man of the masses.
Yes.
Where did you get it from?
The breakfast or the
the breakfast. Where are you ordering it from?
It's one of the local places around.
Sawara. Anyway, life is unique, and you know every life is unique, and every life is precious, and everyone deserves to live their best life. ABSA understands this, and that's why ABSA is offering a life insurance policy that gives you more. With the unlimited life protection plan from ABSA, you enjoy no age limit to sign on, 100% premium refund at the end of the term, a life swap option which allows you to transfer your benefits to a relative who is not insured on the policy, 2 months premium holiday, and so much more. You deserve more from your protection, so sign up for the unlimited life protection plan today. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, listen, let's get into it. And our guest, to help us understand who gets what when a marriage ends, is, and I'm going to use his full name for the full gravitas, Berima Nana Yao Kodie Opon. Have I said it right?
It's actually Kodie.
Kodie.
There you go. Yeah.
Kodie. Oh, Kodie. Ah, yeah. Yes. Wow. Berima Nana Yao Kodie Opon, who, of course, is the director of the Ghana School of Law. Mama B's headmaster. Ex-headmaster. That's right. Yes, Lawyer Yao Pong is our guest here on the Super Morning Show. So good to have you.
Yes,
good morning.
It's always a joy to come back to Joy.
Indeed.
Wow. So anyway, today by 9 o'clock we are doing orientation.
Oh goodness.
For our new entrance to the Ghana School of Law. 964.
Wow.
Personalities. So I may be in a rush.
Indeed, no doubt. So we'll try and get you through this one as quickly as we can, so we don't keep our new prospective lawyers waiting.
That's right.
All right. So let's get straight to it. What determines who gets what when a marriage ends and there are court proceedings?
Okay, I will start from the bottom. What does it mean to say a marriage has ended? Right. I mean, there are two main instances. Well, maybe three. One, where one of the spouses die. So when one of the spouses dies, then the marriage automatically comes to an end. And when there is divorce, also. And when there is annulment. Now, annulment comes in when, for example, at the time of the marriage, one of the spouses had already married, but he did not disclose that. In law, it is called void ab initio. It didn't happen at all because of the fraudulent misrepresentation or concealment of that fact. And it depends on the kind of marriage anyway. So if, for example, you've married under the customary law, or we wrongly called the engagement, which is a kind of marriage, and you go and marry another person under the ordinance, that's what we wrongly also call wedding. The second one is void.
Right.
Because at that time we were already married, whether under the Muhammadan law or under customary law. You cannot add even an ordinance married to it. But of course, if it's customary, you can add one to it, usually with compensation to the existing wife.
Right.
All right. So these are what I would say the three, but the two main are really where one of them dies or there is dissolution of the marriage. That's divorce.
Okay.
If you mean.
So today we will kind of leave out the instance of when one of them dies. We'll focus on divorce and annulment.
Right.
And from your explanation, am I right if I say that basically divorce is when there was a marriage, but it is ended?
Yes.
And annulment is when it is discovered or determined that there was never a marriage at all.
Yes, because as I gave one of the examples is at the time the person was married, and by law he cannot be permitted to add to it. But even that will have to go to court for a determination.
Right.
So yes, you also spoke about who gets what. And interestingly, the courts have developed some principles for the determination of who gets what. The first one, which used to be the case in most cases, is what we call the substantial contribution principle. Yes, NCNC. And whoever contributes substantially will get substantial part.
Okay.
So the man may also tell the wife, use your income as chop money. And I believe everybody understands that anyway. And then he will use his own to build the house, you see, the matrimonial home. And also, sometimes you say that, well, if I buy a bag of cement, you will have to go to the site with food to the masons, so that becomes your contribution as well. You know, so, or maybe buy sand, whilst I buy the iron rods and things like that. Or use your money to feed the children, pay their school fees, and I'll use mine to build the house. That used to be problematic, especially for the woman or the wife, because in most cases the issues come around the house or the building or the property, and you are supposed to show evidence that you actually made not just a mere contribution but substantial contribution.
Right.
And if you fail to do so, you were likely going to be thrown out of court, or you'll be given some insignificant part of the property. And so over the years, it was found that was wreaking serious havoc to wives in particular. So they then came out over the years with agreement between the parties. That, well, the parties can agree that as far as we are concerned, my house in Achimodan belongs to me, because that's where I'm from. And the one that you have also constructed in say Tumu is for you, because that's where you come from. Or by their conduct, they have treated the property in such a way that it is understood between them that this is for me and that is for you, or this belongs to me and that belongs to you. So that agreement can also be a determining factor. But we don't have the agreement before marriage, the prenup that people talk about.
Prenups don't exist in Ghana, is what you're saying?
Under the constitution as it stands now, I would say that it may be declared an illegality.
Wow.
Yes.
But you use may.
Yes, it will depend on how you also go to court and argue. But then it's because the constitution has now determined that it's property acquired during the marriage, the subsistence of the marriage, and where there is evidence of joint acquisition, that becomes the subject for distribution at the time of dissolution of the marriage. So if it wasn't, or so that if even during the subsistence of the marriage or before you agree that this property is for me, or when I acquire, let's say, 3 houses in Accra, 2 will belong to me, 1 will be for you, because the Constitution has set out the parameters for determination, it may have a challenge, especially where one person dies, which for me is bigger than even where there is dissolution. But maybe we'll find time to look at it.
But just so quickly, but I also have the right under the Constitution to own property. So even in the marriage, I can I not?
Yes, so that is what we'll come to. And that is what led particularly a female Supreme Court judge to say that let's hang on. I mean, you cannot make a hard and fast rule about this, because under Article 18, the Constitution says I can acquire property either by myself, that is alone, or in association with others. So if you make a rule that once this property was acquired during the subsistence of the marriage and the other person made no contribution of any form to it, and you say that it necessarily belongs to the two of us, then you'll be violating another provision of the Constitution, which is Article 18. You understand? Yes, so we'll look at it.
Wow.
But one of the things also that they look at is age of the parties. That's very interesting. So in one case, the court said that looking at the age of the woman at the time you married the person, and you were very old, going to retirement, you've wasted her time. And so in determining how much she will receive, and the marriage may have cost her some job because she has to concentrate on maintaining you, I think they still do substantially. Don't they?
Yes, we do.
Well, when it comes to money, they claim they do. Right. But on all other things, feminism reigns.
So they can look at the age and give you what is substantial in commiseration with the age and maybe waste of your time, as it were, quote and unquote.
But so that means the court perceives the woman's time as more valuable than the man's in a marriage?
No, well, I mean, except that the case that came out with this, it was in favor of the woman and her age. I haven't come across one of them, and even knowing the position I have held over the years, and all my students know, I don't think that a man's age or any disability, quote and unquote, should be a determining factor. If it's for the woman, I have no problem with that. I know that I will still receive serious lashes by the time I leave here, but that is how you develop the law. Then the other one is the nationalities of the party, or nationality of the parties. If the person is not a citizen of Ghana, so you marry a Togolese or maybe Ivory or British woman, by the Constitution, the person cannot acquire a freehold in any land in Ghana. So if the property, which is a subject matter of distribution, is a freehold, then that person can only be entitled to 50 years at any one time. So that after the 50 years, it will revert to the original owner, being the husband, or the original owner from whom the husband acquired the property, if other conditions also occur. So the nationality of the party, so before you get married, you must be certain about who you are getting married to, the nationality, the citizenship, and so on. That can also affect it. Then the status of the relationship. The Supreme Court has held generally that this law, Article 22, maybe as we go on, I'll read it in full, only applies to persons in marriage, not in concubinage. So first you must show evidence that you have married. And we have types of marriage in this country. Even under customary law alone, we have types. We have one that you have actually gone to perform the relevant customary rites. That is acceptable to that community or the area where the woman hails from. You understand? Because that, after all, is the definition of customary law. The law that is pertains to the particular community in Ghana. So if you do that, that's customary marriage. There is some that the law views in terms of the implied marriage, but also it's as good as the first one. If you go to funerals together, for example, you go and pay the Nsawan in your joint names, oh, you are paying this in Nsawan, it's possible that is you attended, maybe your wife's mother died, not your wife, but this woman you are living with, the mother dies or uncle. You go there, hold yourself out as husband and wife. You pay in someone, you conduct everything as if you have married the person by performing the customary rite. The absence of the customary rite, performance of customary rite, may not be the only reason why you be deemed to be husband and wife. If you hold yourself out in the eyes of the general public that you are husband and wife, you even go to church and pledge. Yeah, but for real, you go and then you pledge that, oh, me and Madam Susu, so even if you don't call her wife. So when those things are put together cumulatively, it will there will arise a presumption, almost irrebuttable, that the two of you are husband and wife, even if you haven't yet performed. Some customary laws of various communities may still not see you as such. They even see it in Chi, they will call it kwasebu. Meaning if we have stolen our daughter, and the impunity of it also is that you come out here and you behave as if you're husband. But generally, once you conduct yourself as husband and wife, you may be deemed under the law, and there are a number of cases that has confirmed that. There are some cases that also hold that, well, it doesn't matter whether there is marriage or not. You'll be entitled to something, but it will not be under Article 22.
Right.
So the status of the marriage or the status of the relationship, whether married or not, may also have effect on even whether you are entitled to any share at all or the quantum. Then there's what I call the tracing or piercing of the veil principle. Now, so some ingenious, maybe I can still say disingenuous men in particular, if they don't want the wife to have a share, all you will do is that set up a company, and then his income will be invested in the company. And those who understand company law will tell you whatever property a company owns is for that company, even if it was part of your salary or your income that you invested in. The company owns the property. The company can sue and be sued in relation to the property. So by the time of the marriage, I don't have anything. But he owns the company. So the law is that we have to trace. First, are you trying to overreach the law by investing your income in it so that you have nothing to share with your spouse? So when they trace it and it pinpoints to the fact that you have invested all this in the company, then the law will say we will bring out some of this. And this case involves a very famous politician, and because of a lot of things that may happen tomorrow, let me not, as if then I'll be categorized. I'll be, but I'm a chief, I'm not supposed to do politics.
What if you're not investing in a company, but you're investing in, say, your mother, your father?
Oh, well, I mean, even that, if it's a matter of fact, if it will amount to like this footballer did, I'm saying that in Ghana, he wouldn't have won the case, at least if I was a judge. I mean, you have taken deliberate steps to overreach the law. You understand? And it will not be countenance. You will trace where the money went, because if you are a footballer, everybody knows how much, or a rich businessman like you, everybody knows how much you earn or how much you should earn because of the business you do. And during marriage, you say, I own nothing. I mean, you cannot.
But maybe he owns nothing because he has given it to his mother, who he loves and owes a debt of gratitude.
Which is a conduct that I share fully. But where it can be seen that, because even when you make a will, and it is seen that you deliberately denied a spouse her entitlement by giving nearly everything to other people, whether your mother, father, or children, without which your spouse cannot be able to maintain herself, the law empowers the judge to vary that will.
Right.
So that the person you have denied and who without that cannot survive will get a share, even in a will. All right, so because there are more interesting ones. Now, the conduct of the spouses. Should we take into account the cause of the dissolution? Because it is becoming regular or a trending matter where you are tired of the marriage. You know that you cannot get access to property unless it is dissolved. So elsewhere here, they will just bring a mistress home. This is my new girlfriend or side chick. I understand the equivalent for men is a cock chick or side cock.
Yes, side cock.
All right. And then, yes, so you'll be compelled to now go to court because adultery is a ground for dissolution. And then they claim your share in the property. But I have argued that no matter what, where a person deliberately causes one of these facts or grounds for dissolution to occur, then that person should not benefit from it. So the conduct of the parties, even though there have been cases where the judges, and I agreed with them in part, said that, look, if the person has earned a right, the other conduct, as despicable that it may be, or even if it's a serious aberration of what is right, should not affect the right that is already earned. The person has earned the right to have a share in a property acquired during marriage. If she engages or he engages in acts that will cause the dissolution of the marriage, that shouldn't have any effect on it. And there are cases, I've already told Samson to publish. This was a paper I gave at the bar conference in Cape Coast when I was asked to, express my thoughts on it. Then the source of the funds and the acquisition of the property. So where I go to the bank for a loan or other financial facility, then I use it to construct the property or acquire the assets, then by the Supreme Court, it makes sense that I should pay off this debt before we can even consider whether we should share. Because in any case, it is not as a result of any contribution you made. It's as a result of me going to borrow the money. But hold on. If, for example, you went to borrow the money and you come home, your wife cooks for you, engages in consortium, which is too early in the morning, so we use technical terms.
Consortium,
for, yeah, without which you would have gone out to pay for a less satisfactory benefit or service. Yes, thank you. That person can argue that it's because of these services that you were able to even go to work every day and gain more money to be able to even service the loan in the first place. So is that not another form of contribution? That is fine.
Or let me even ask a more direct question. Let's say you're married to somebody whose lifestyle causes you to live beyond your means, for which reason you have to go and take a loan to maintain the lifestyle, and then there's a divorce. You don't share the liability?
No, well, but in the first place, you have to live within your means, as you said. I mean, of course, they say that to love and be wise, no more than to tax and be happy, is not given to men. In other words, there's no way you can be in love and be wise. So that is also is not coming from me. But my favorite, I have to jump a few because of lack of time, is the makeup of the wife. Is she beautiful?
Hey,
yes.
That also determines who
well,
gets
at
what.
least one judge did that, but it was later jettisoned.
Oh, I'm interested in this
is what
one.
He said that as I sat and watched the ex-wife come in and go out of the court, I think she's an exquisite specimen, not only of womanhood, but of creation itself. 20 years of her youthful and fruitful life is now wasted. To that I shall return. The ironclad evidence and potency of the respondent's evidence is such that the petitioner cannot have his way forever. Indeed, the petitioner cannot kick against the pricks of solid evidence of substantial contribution by the ex-wife.
Hey, so the beauty is a substantial contribution to the marriage and must be.
Well, as if you have wasted her time and her beauty. But of course, subsequently, the Supreme Court didn't think that was a good ground. But I mean, they are human beings. They also watch parties come to court. And if they think they are beautiful, and for that matter, there should be some concessions.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that can be. So these are some of the few pillars on which they can found a claim for contribution, and of course there are more. But I go further down to creation itself. All right. So if you take Genesis 3:16, 19, and then 21, unto the woman God said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. This is the responsibility God gave to women. Now, of course, married women, because it says wife. Then unto the man, this is what he said: in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for thus thou shalt act, and unto thus thou shalt return.
Amen.
Then he goes on to say that is why a man will go to another house to pick up a woman and make her his wife. So the sweat, the result of the sweat is not just for the maintenance of yourself only, but the wife, her responsibility is to go through travels for 9 months if she's lucky, sometimes 10 months, and sometimes twins or triplets or more. All the pains they go through is their responsibility. So if on top of that, as it were, you still want NC, equal share, I have a problem. Then customary law is even, I would say, is worse. It's even more on point.
Lawyer Opon, why don't we come back and talk about what customary law also says on this NC debate? We're talking to lawyer Yao Opon. He's the director of the Ghana School of Law, and we're learning who should get what when a marriage ends, as per the law. When we come back, even more. Stay with us.
Health Insurance Scheme NHIS has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1 month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn, no bath, no chop,
where it vanished for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selindion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank by Duraplast.
Ebrason, say ye my lorry akwan so ho banbo hia yen ye pa. Said ye beya ahyenkafo a wo de ahyen tumirika hunu ne wane a sekane so kokokora no atwa fa so. Ne dodro na wo bu lorry akwan so mra so. Enko nkotwimfa ya wofo ne ye mofra so. Enko pra won anam enko kum won. Na yen nyina atena nkomu a akwanhye bie ni ho. Webra a police for de we hinta hunani no ehwe bibia. Ye da traffic tech GH a eye fidie fofra etwa mfoni efri Ghana police edumaku no ho edi enam mfoni afidie betwa so ebema police fo ehunu won ya wo bu lorry akwan so mra so ne wama won aso twin siketua ho tikete she lorry akwan so yi #PL enam Ghana police edumaku ene National Road Safety Authority fonsa wo so ene ye de saa de wo boy tuja
Joy 99.7 FM.
Could you walk and talk at the same time then? It's my name, it's on that.
It's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We should have switched on the camera feed for you to watch what was going on in the studio during that commercial break.
I can say what I said.
Please, we know.
Challenge the Bible.
We beg.
Challenge the Bible.
People's foundations have been shaken.
So
we've learned a lot.
African customary one too. If it's different.
Yes, and in fact, just before Lawyer Opong walks us through what the customary pillars are of who gets what, let me just quickly remind you of what we've learned so far. We've learned that there are several pillars. I can't go through them all. So many of them that determine who gets what when a marriage ends. But one of the interesting revelations is that prenup may not be a legally recognized arrangement when it comes to marriage in Ghana. People are reacting to that on social media because there are lots of people who are married and they believe they have a prenup and they are realizing that their foundation is shaky. But there are other things we've learned, and we'll do a summary when we're done. But we have a very limited time with Lawyer Opong. So let's get straight to the customary pillars.
Okay, so because of lack of time, let me just refer you to a declaration made by J.B. Dankwa in a famous book that he's written on customary law. I mean, it's outstanding. And this is based on observations that he did among some communities in Ghana. And he says that our system of succession bars a husband from the enjoyment of his wife's self-acquired property.
Wow.
For a wife's personal property is, as a whole, her own family property. And when she dies, her family will take all of it from her husband's control. And it makes sense. Let me ask you, if your wife, touch wood, were to die, and family members come to you, oh, our in-law, we have come to take assets of our wife. Did she also build a house somewhere? And you say, Openi, have you not heard of Article 22 before? Or PNDC Law 111 and the like? This is my wife's property, and I have a share in it. Just attempt this exercise. Or, because you don't want your wife to die, just on dissolution, make this argument. Depending on where you come from, the insults will... the insults will be in grades. Like a place very near us here.
The closer you are to the capital,
you dare not. Now, that is why I argue that you remember a very famous man wore a jacket, and just because the button or the zip was on the other side,
he said it was his wife's.
Yes. He was a toast. I mean, he was so much ridiculed. But if a woman had worn the same thing, nobody cares. Where I come from and across to Kumasi, they call it mata. A mata there. Just because even the zip is facing on the left, they will laugh at you. Because it is an abomination for you to even lay claim to your wife's property.
Why?
It's an abomination. That has always been the case. Because, you see, when you went to the person's father's house to say, oh, Penny, I've seen a flower here, referring to the daughter, and I want her to join me in my house so we can make a family. Unknown to them, you wanted a joint ventureship with her and not a marriage.
So a marriage is not a joint venture?
It is not. It ought not be. It ought not be. That's why I argue that it is the responsibility of a man to maintain the wife and the children if there are any, or a child if there is any.
Okay.
There is no correspondent duty on a wife to do the same. And that, for me, runs through generally. Yes, sir.
Is it the case also that it is the responsibility of the wife to submit to her husband?
Well, I mean, if you read the Bible, I mean, the Genesis that I referred to, it says, and the man shall rule over you. That itself, that has its own interpretation. The word rule itself, and then, of course, what you said was said by Paul. I mean, one of the most intelligent, well-read, a lawyer and all that. That also has its own interpretation.
Yeah, but my question is, because you're saying this is an abomination. So if you go and marry, and since we are making reference to the customary law,
yes,
within that same customary practice also, a woman is expected to be at the service of her husband. And I am asking, is that the case? Should that be the case?
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. In fact, if you want to know any group of people who respect women and don't see them as servants, it's the entirety of the Ghanaian population, community. That is why when men meet, even in Ahimfie, and there's a tie, they can't find a solution to any issue before them. They say, Yenko Hua Brewa. That is the proverbial wise woman who is superior. And that is why when there is a vacancy on a stool, it is the Ohima who has the first right to nominate a man or a woman, if it pertains there, to be a chief. So we have never deemed women to be servants or slaves or persons whose work only is to serve us. That has never been the case. But in a community, you may have people who raise certain abnormal conduct to become normal conduct. So I don't share the view that at customary law or within the communities, but there's a joy for a woman to serve the husband. And I say that some people argue, why is when you are coming from the farm, the woman has a baby at her back, has some heavy laden on her head, and the man is holding a cutlass and singing, she. Then somebody argued that, but the man has a responsibility as a security man. In fact, the shame of allowing a wild animal to attack your wife because you may have been carrying heavy load, that alone. So he has to also maintain his duty as a security man, even though it is unconscionable to overburden the woman who already has a baby. I know some men who put the baby on their neck, whilst perhaps the lady, the woman has, or share it. But now I argue that with Abuboya and roads constructed to farms, all these things have been reached. So other people have held these views, which for me sometimes is unconscionable, as I said. But to answer your question directly, I don't think there is any customary law worth a salt that deems a woman's worth only to serve. But women are generally persons who serve. There are people, professors, I know, women, who will never allow anybody else to cook for their husband, anybody else to wash their underpanties, even if there is a domestic engineer, if you like, a maid in the house. They would definitely want to just cook for their husband because there is that joy in it. So that's just the answer to it.
So just to okay, to sum up.
Yes.
First of all, when it comes to the courts, it seems that the marriage or the dissolution of marriage favors the woman more than the man. When it comes to customary law, it seems to be the same thing, that it is designed to favor the woman more than the man.
No, on the contrary, the courts don't usually use some of these things I'm talking about my own views.
Right.
But now the courts just look at Article 22. And let me just quickly refer to it so that we will see what the Constitution says about it. So for that, they just look at what does Article 22 say. We say a spouse shall not be deprived of a reasonable provision out of the estate of a spouse, whether or not the spouse died having made a will. Then, with a view to achieving the full realization of the rights referred to in Clause 2 of this article, spouses shall have equal access to property jointly acquired during marriage. Unfortunately, Parliament is yet to comply with the provision that says they must pass a law to regulate this area. Then, do you know why? When you meet them, ask. Probably, somebody said that the female won't want their husbands who are poorer to have a share, and the man don't want their wife who are poorer to be. But the Constitution has imposed a duty on Parliament that Parliament shall, as soon as practicable after the coming into force of this Constitution, enact legislation regulating the property rights of spouses. It's 30 years now. The closest they came was to bring a few ones in the Land Act, but that is not sufficient. So ask yourself. So I argue that if you go by my opinion, that law will be passed because the women will agree that we will be keeping our property and at our own generosity or magnanimity, but we know for a fact that our wives go beyond the mere acquisition of property, maintain our children, and after birth, they obviously lose a lot.
But don't men
even of flavor?
Don't men lose? Don't men also give to a marriage? Don't they sacrifice?
I'm not saying that use all your
don't
property.
They break their backs?
I'm not saying that. If you read the article, I'm not saying that give all your property to a woman. I'm saying that it is your sole responsibility to maintain the house. It is also your responsibility. I mean, that will include taking care of the student, the children in school, in trade, in business, food, clothing, all the necessaries of life. It's your sole responsibility. But we know our women make such contribution. But in addition, you should also have a reasonable funds to take care of yourself, because you need to maintain yourself as well. I mean, have a little fun, buy what you think will make your heart gladden. Then whatever is left is what you should share with the woman. But there's no corresponding duty on a woman to do an NC, no contribution, no chop, or equal contribution or substantial contribution with you.
Lawyer Pong, are you seeing the possibility that in if your opinions become commonly accepted, that men might fail to see the advantage of marriage?
That would be shameful.
Start having children, without
that would be
marriage.
That would be shameful, because then it means that the purpose is not that you love someone and you want to marry the person, but you want somebody you should have a joint venture with, so you can. Then that's why you don't need marriage. You can always, as Article 18 says, always get another person, form partnership, and acquire property. But it will be shameful that because I'm saying that it is better and has always been consistent with the generally known customary law and even biblical principles, that the first principle is that it is your sole responsibility to take care of the wife and children. And because of that, you say that I'm not going to marry. That will expose your actual motive for getting into marriage, just to acquire properties, and not because you love someone or you want to live a quality life with the person.
But is that not rather now the motive of the woman, to enter marriage to acquire property? If your opinions are to be
Oh well, I mean, if you understand tree well, it's a okwa warrior. Unya ka be mane dia. Unya dia fabrefi. Did you not know that before you went into the marriage?
So that is the intention of the woman, to enter marriage and acquire property.
That has never been the intention of the. If you know how women behave in marriage generally, that has never been the intent. But that is the general position of customary law, that you must exercise your function. That is why it is you who will go to her house, spend money, engage in expenditure of money and other resources just to take somebody's wife, somebody's daughter or child from the house, and not the other way around. You want the woman to now also equally. So let me just conclude on this, so that
the time is fast.
Yeah, but we can always come back. So this is just how I conclude. It is sad to have to note that instead of enhancing the limited powers, capabilities, and opportunities for acquisition of property, which our illustrious women in particular are, in comparison to their male counterparts, generally unequally circumstanced to possess, and or instead of affording our women unhindered access to property that they are able to eke out by following and adhering religiously to the tenets of, for example, for a purpose, the Bible and custom and practices, we have rather fashioned out statutory rules, including the Constitution and also case law, which have failed to follow the path charted by the biblical rules and customary law as shown above. And when one of the eminent drafters of the Constitution got this article, he sent a message to his grandson, another prominent lawyer, that I didn't know until now, that when we were crafting Article 22, it was for the benefit of men more than for women, because women have always had limited rights to property acquired by the husband, but men didn't. Now men are so bold in court. This is my wife's property. I also want 50% share. I want equal share. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you have no business.
I need no other argument.
Mavi, when we come back, we will get into the argument. We'll have to dissect this when we come back. Lawyer Opon has to leave us, unfortunately. But my goodness, you've certainly cast the cat among the pigeons, and we'll be dealing with that after.
We're always available if you.
We have to do this.
We have to bring you back. We have to bring you back for more.
But please let them be charitable when they are lashing at me.
Berman Anaya Opon is the director of the Ghana School of Law. He's been our guest on this.
Just before we end, I mean, we are going to organize what is called legal clinic at the Ghana School of Law, I think 24th November. So you can invite your listeners, that whoever has any matter that law is what can be applied to resolve. They can either send them to you, we can sieve it and invite such person to the Ghana School of Law. We'll try and resolve these matters for you. If he has to go to court, we are prepared to do that from our legal department for free.
Wow.
Just to give it back to society. So 24th, occasionally you can make the announcement. And it doesn't matter what the matter is, unless it is not something that is resolvable by law. But if you need law or lawyers to even advise you, just send the matter here. We will sieve it so that we don't get too overwhelmed. And those that are resolved just by a phone call away, we can just call you and say, look, this is how your matter can be resolved. But if we have to, because at the same time, our students should have the benefit of how even lawyers take a call from a client to look at it and even take it to court or resolve it. There will be judges on the table. There will be lawyers, senior lawyers on the table at the Ghana School of Law, and we will help to also give back to society. At the same time, our students will be learning as well. You didn't have the benefit, but you can still come back if you don't mind.
Please don't give her more legal education than you already have. Thank you so much, lawyer Opong Berman Anaya Opong, director of the Ghana School of Law. He'll be back on the Super Morning Show for us to do even more. But until then, listen, we're taking a break. When we come back, Charlie Obia will be Bika. Stay tuned.
23. Between the hours of 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily. Do not assume that your name is in the register. Go personally to your polling station with your voter's ID card or registration slip. 2. 1. Verify your details of registration to make sure that your name, photograph and other particulars are in the register. 2. Make a request for any omitted data such as name, age or sex to be included in the register. 3. Make a request to change details such as incorrect name, sex and unclear photographs in the register and on your voter ID card. 4. Object to the inclusion of names of unqualified persons. 5. Know your polling station ahead of the election. And 6. Assist in deletion of names of deceased people from the register. In addition to the physical checking of details in the register, the EC will deploy a GSM messaging protocol which will enable registered voters conveniently access their registration details using their mobile phones. Very simple. Dial *713*81# and follow the prompts on all networks. Participate in the exhibition of the voters register to avoid disappointment and inconveniences on voting day.
Your vote is your future.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Prepare for an exhilarating experience at the main fair of the 2023 EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Join us at the Accra International Conference Center from Thursday, November 23rd to Sunday, November 26th, 2023. Doors will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day to welcome you. This year, we are diving into the theme of home ownership, exploring the nuances between affordability, comfort, and luxury. Whether you're embarking on your home ownership journey or looking for upgrades, this fair is your destination for all things housing. Encounter a comprehensive assembly of stakeholders from Ghana's housing and construction sectors. Engage the experts across the spectrum of home creation and enhancement. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. Rent to own. And sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual Security, complete security solution. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Saint Gobain, making the world a better plan. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. The Kissington Heights, Airport City, Kumasi, by HDG Homes Limited.
Malamu headmaster ya na ni suit ya na mse adi anye gedin ho agim ye win mpa won famen wala shatela ehye ahye je twemfonyin me ya comment ho de donko onko social media na ya ka ho asama nna subiu e de kwankran nkran nke hye no gwe hele e de kwankran ni ye lusin
really care what people say. I don't really want to.
Goodness. Somewhere. People are sending some very interesting messages in about our conversation, aren't they, Ray?
Yes, this one said, Kojo, good morning. My question to this issue is am I right to will my property to Kids. I have outside my marriage when my wife has no contribution. Kids in our marriage, and I'm taking care of her son, who is not mine. Thank you, Dagadu from Avatime. There's this one say you have hired a cook, gardener, cleaners, etc., whom you pay monthly. All that your wife does is to go to work and earn her money. There is a nanny for the kids, and you both make time to take care of the kids. Divorce sets in, and the judge says, "Let me award your wife more," and even you are made to pay her a monthly stipend. Is that fair? Why is it that the odds are always made to favor the woman? No wonder many people are pulling the Hakim these days. And yes, Kojo, why do we have the mentality that women are better at taking care of kids? Who says so? Macosby is the one asking the question. Looks like boys are not really excited this morning. Yeah, so those are some of the messages here. That's all.
Yeah, all right. So, listen, we're going to get more into these things and share our views on it in a bit. But this is only the beginning of this conversation. Lawyer Opon has to come back next week so that we can do even more. There's so much to learn. But first, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture, says you should go check out their website, kingdomstoreonline.com. You can buy whatever you want from them, pay via Momo, and they'll deliver to your home or office in very good time. If you live in Accra, then you don't even pay for delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Well, it's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate, and your Ghana card. Applying to be a Momo merchant has been made very simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts to apply, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone. For a merchant payment solution, report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and App Store.
Now it's back to school season once again, and it's raining rewards at Access Bank when you send or receive money from your loved ones. Get free airtime instantly, plus branded power banks, thermal flags, pen drives, and lots of other exciting rewards. All you need to do is send or receive 500 CDs or more in the ongoing Yenko School promo through Access Africa, Western Union, MoneyGram, Ria, ZPay, World Remit, Unity Link, and Express Pay. Receive your school fees and allowances directly into your Access Bank account, your mobile money wallet, or over the counter, or pay your school fees with ease at any of our branches. It is free when you receive your remittances into your Access Bank account. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Access Bank Yenko School promo is here, and there's no limit to the reward you can win. So you can receive, and when you receive your remittances through Access Bank, do not be left out. Visit any of our 53 branches near you for all your remittances and school fees transactions today. Visit social media for more details. Access Bank is your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
Remo, what are you doing on Saturday the 11th of November?
11th.
Yes, I want us to go for the Accra Marathon.
Oh, yes, I'll be...
To watch it or what?
No, we are taking part in it.
Yes.
We are participating.
What is in dispute? I have lost my athletic body, but still.
Raymond Akwa and Winston,
do you want to join?
You either sign up
in the marathon.
Yeah, what
just
is
checking.
Do you want to join? Dispute?
No, thank you.
You don't want to
but
join the Accra
Marathon? I absolutely want to watch.
We'll be preparing for it.
The two of you.
I've been doing some work, so.
Yeah, if you want to watch us winning
last night
Accra Marathon.
Oh, the winning the soccer.
Yes.
Yes.
What is your understanding?
Joint winners.
Joint winners. What's your understanding of winning?
Please, there's only one explanation.
Which is
to win.
To win
to
what?
come first.
Okay. If I finish, I have won.
Win from behind.
You have won against who?
Yes, that's my understanding of winning.
Against all those who did not participate.
Yes, that's my understanding of winning.
It is the
you have won against all those who did not participate.
Yes, including your very good self.
That's my understanding of winning. Anyway, when we come back after these messages, we'll be joined by a friend from the Accra Marathon. They'll tell us more about that.
Who runs the city? It's back, it's bigger, it's better. The first National Bank Accra Marathon from Nungwa to Dansoman. Get your running shoes ready and join the race of a lifetime. Saturday, 11 November 2023. Let's run the 42.2 kilometer full marathon or the 10 kilometer junior and corporate fun runs to determine who runs the city. It's the first National Bank Accra Marathon. Who will triumph? To register, dial *365*807# and follow the prompts, or call 0505-525-535. You can also visit accramarathon.com or any First National Bank branch to register. The First National Bank Accra Marathon is organized by Danceman Keep Fit Club and brought to you by First National Bank, supported by Belacqua, Yango, Hollard Insurance, media partners, Multimedia Group, and Graphic Communications Group.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
No more.
First National Bank Accra Marathon, and we're joined by Emmanuel Treku right here in studio. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very well.
And how are the preparations going?
You see, I'm very good. I'm, spot on and ready for this event, and same as we expect our participants to also be ready for the events.
Great. So tell me more about the aim or objective of this year's First National Bank Accra Marathon.
Right, thank you. Let me say a very good morning to your listeners. Yes, Accra Marathon, in time past, the Accra Marathon has been in existence close to 30 years. But then we went off for a break due to some partnership support challenges. But then, lo and behold, we are back with the First National Bank Accra Marathon, which is the same thing. That's the 42.2 kilometers. One of these objectives for this event is to honor talent. You could tell that in time past, we have the Zigers and the like who were running for the country, and all these athletes were honored from the marathon. And it is a core reason why we are back again on the streets of Accra. That's the biggest outdoor sporting event, to have this marathon, to bring back to life on our street in terms of long distance running, and also bring to speed having them participate as athletes for the country. Again, this is also an activity that drives sports tourism. It's also drive our community development, community building. So these are the key objectives for us organizing these events.
Great. So I'm told there are various categories of the marathon. Can you share that with us? And who are those who can take part?
Right. So we have 3 categories. That is the mass sports. That is the adult run. That is a 42.2 kilometer race that starts from the southern gate of the Regional Maritime University. Formerly used to be the point and the Ngwa barrier, but due to reconstruction, it has been redesigned to the Regional Maritime University gate. From there to Dansoman Kifit Grounds, that's the 42.2 kilometer race. That's the adult one. Then we have the under 15 that starts from the Bukom Emporium, that's Bukom Arena. That's a 10-kilometer run that starts from the Kolebu Polyclinic. They all converge at the Bukom Arena, then start for the Polyclinic, then to the Dansoman Kifit Grounds. Same as the corporate run, or we say the fund run, which organizations like yours can be a part to do the 10-kilometer run.
That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to be joining that one. 10 kilometers, eh?
10 kilometers.
Oh, fantastic.
You can do it, and you can do more than that.
Oh, I can do more than
yes,
that.
Yes. You look it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
these are the three categories of the run that we have, and this are you must register to be a part of it. So we have 3 areas of registration. We have the online registration. That's on our website www.accramarathon.com. You can register there. Then we have the short code as well. That's *365 *807 #. If you go there, it will give access to register. Then we have the traditional registration point where you can go to Dansoman Kifit Grounds to register. Holy Trinity Cathedral, Committee 1 Stadium Tema, Ashaman, and then also where that's Western Mall. These centers are there for all participants, interested athletes or participants, to go there to register for their participation. Again, we have a telephone number that you can reach out to us if you are finding difficulty, that we can assist in that regard, and that is 0505 535 525. If I repeat again, 0505 535 525. Once you reach out to us, we'll give you the necessary directions for your participation.
So can you take us through the route again? Okay, the route again. So for the adults, where is it starting? Where is it passing? Where is it ending? And then for the the young ones and the corporate one, share it with us again.
Right. Yes, like I said earlier, it starts from the Regional Maritime University campus. That's campus, and there are southern gates. That's where it starts from, and you run through Teshi down to 37. That's Pawon Junction, turn through that area, through the Airwork Stadium to 37, down to that's National Theatre thereabout, through the High Court area, then down to High Street. Then you turn around Wato, down through Makola, down to Circle. Now from Circle thereabout, you go through Obechabilamte Circle, through the Mochi Road, down to Kolebu, then turn through Salvation Army. Now, if you climb up to Salvation Army and you get to Zogo Junction, formerly we used to run through Carnation to First Light, but because of the traffic situation and the control and the security of the athletes, that route has been diverted through the Zogo Junction. So you run up to Flamingo, down to First Light, then you turn up again to back on the First Light route towards Matayeko, through Asori down, Main Dansoman Street, Principal Street of that's Dansoman, to Zodiac, and to Runabout, and to the Dansoman Kifit Grounds, where the finish point. And this is a 42.2 kilometer rate, which is the standard marathon rate globally. And this is what we have adhered to, and this is certified by the Ghana Athletics group. That's the only grouping that can certify you to run such an event as well. Then for the under 15 and the corporate run, they are running from the Polyclinic, Kolebu Polyclinic, then to Salvation Army, down, connecting to the same route that we went through. So again, when you get to Flamingo, you climb up, then down to Zogo Junction to Flamingo, down to First Light. You turn back on the same First Light route to Matayeko, down, First Stop, Zodiac, and to Runabout into the Dansoman Kifit Grounds. So these are the route for the entire marathon race.
Okay. So it's next week Saturday.
Yes.
Next Saturday.
Yes.
The 11th of November. When should we converge at the starting point?
Yes, like you said, it's 11/11/2023, 11 November 2023, and we expect everybody to register now and be a part of it. Yes, the converging points, like I mentioned, one, we have the tennis court of the Regional Maritime University. That's where everybody will convert.
At what time?
That's let us by 5 a.m. it should be there because the race start at 6 a.m. All race start at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Oh, so you should be there early to pick up your running vest. Again, for the under 15 and the corporate run, you also convert at the Bukum Emporium or Bukum Arena. You convert there to pick your running vest. Again, before you go undertake this, from next week we are starting with the medical screening, and the mass sports that the adult, they all come to the Dansman Kifi grounds to go through your medical screening because we want to ensure that you are fit for the race. Of course, they are kind of compliance issue in this regard. So there are basic health tests that you go through to make sure the athlete is fit for the run. And for the under 15, Ghana Education Service is coordinating within Dansoma environs and some locations for the children to go through the medical screening in that regard. Now, for the corporate run, we have Yango as a partner that on all the routes that you are running, once you park your vehicle at the grounds, we have discounted rate with Yango that you can just book your ride to the starting point to avoid challenges of you running, parking your car at the start point, coming back to pick the vehicle. So these are taken care of in that regard.
Okay. But for those of us who are coming from a distance, you've talked about Yango. Will there be transportation to bring us there?
Yes, so we have pickup points for the athletes. So one of the main pickup points is the Dansman Kifi grounds. We have the Obra Sports, that's Circle. Then we have the Carnation Underbridge. That's the overhead bridge, the big one, where you can we can pick you up from. Then we have the Ashaiman traffic lights. It's also a pickup point. Then we have the Tema Committee 1 Stadium, which is a pickup point. Then we have the Madina Underbridge. So these are the pickup points that we have for both runs.
Okay, but what's the price package? What's at stake? In case I place first, second, third, what do I get?
Right. In fact, this year's marathon I see it's a unique one. Like I said, our focus the objective of this event is on talent and to also promote the athletes' well-being. We have a price tag of 100K.
100,000.
100K to the first winner. That comprises of a cash prize, goodies from the sponsors. Then also we prepare you to participate in the international marathon next year. So we are not just leaving you to participate in this one, but then become a part of the international marathon. This is where now it comes to the focus of the country and destination Ghana, where sports tourism become a big thing for us as a destination.
Great. And so that's just for the adults. How about so what if you place second, third?
Okay, there are cash prizes that you receive and also goodies from the sponsors. But then the focal point is on the big one. Then I think that they're also going to receive medals. We're going to get medallions in that regard. So, and everybody who participates have a certificate, at least to show that you've been part of it. In time past, we've seen most of these athletes being getting employment from the security services through the marathon. So I think that it has also really helped in that regard for the job market for these athletes and also their well-being in the security services.
Okay. How about the kids, the young ones under 15?
The young ones, yes, like I said, they also have very amazing prices. They have also good cash prices that they are receiving and the goodies from the sponsors as well.
Do I pay anything to register?
Yes, so for the mass sports, that's the adult, you do 50 cedis, and then you go through our short code *365 *807 #. Again, the www.accramarathon.com website. Then the traditional registration points I mentioned: Dansman Kifi grounds, Ashaman traffic light, Tema Sports Stadium. So once you go to this registration centers, you can have it registered. Again, you can call us via our hotline 0505 525 535. If you call us, you will also have access to the registration.
Great. So finally, anything you would want to say?
Yes, I say that we're looking forward to have a very good event, and also want to say a very big thank you to our partners and sponsors. One, FNB Bank, who has come on board to see that this marathon is up again. Belacqua, of course, you can't run a marathon without water. They have been very phenomenal in this regard. Dano Milk, the official beverage sponsor for the event. Holland Insurance, the whole event is secured, is well insured. So there's a public liability insurance for everybody, for the athletes as well. Then also your good self, the multimedia group, graphic communications. I think you've been very supportive in this regard. So we want to say a very big thank you. But again, we are not leaving the community. There's a medical screening on about 7 points, refreshment points on the route where we are touching base with the community. Once where the refreshment points are, we also, as the run is going, we are doing a mobile medical screening for the community. And then also medicals have been well taken care of. We have ambulances that has been zoned on the route for everybody who is running, who is secured, and also relation with some medical outfit. That's the Dansman Polyclinic, LECMA, 37 Military Hospital, Police Hospital. These are all partners that, in case of any emergencies, we rush you out there to take care of. So the event is totally secured and covered for everybody to be a part, and we expect to see a very good event come 11/11/2023.
I will be there. Thank you very, very much, Emmanuel Treku, who is an official of the First National Bank Accra Marathon. Thank you very, very much for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We'll be right back.
Abaya waba, what touching every segment of education. And then you are me. Also, I say, Papa, she 1 and 2. Woman, you baby crunch here. Abaya Sisuku, they have been sida 75% completion. Oh, Kumasia, and now I create a social sunica, or see how I see even Chinese movie, Cranny baby, and Crabber who are friend Ghana Chinese. Ah, what is that? Almost young, what the enemy, dear. Ah, Kumasia.
He was playing with the big inflammable fire.
And so, what would be your advice to him?
Oh, go where you been.
Please, if I have fallen in love with a girl on campus, and the girl too says she loves me back, and we've been going for lunch, supper, breakfast, and later on, I'll be seeing her with another guy. Please, how many times should I call her in 5 minutes?
It's
That's Darko Vibes featuring Davido. Well, listen, thank you so much for staying with us all this time. We've done so much on the show already. But guys, have you noticed the billboards that are sparking conversation across the city?
Which one is that?
The one that has somebody in a mask and then it says something about new leadership and then new force or something like that.
I think I may have come across something like that.
The one that looks like an AI head.
Yeah.
You know, one of those AI generated pictures,
yes,
right?
yes,
That's interesting.
That talks about what? Is it New Force, a new Ghana?
I didn't know that he had other, what they call it. This is in an African print. No, not African print. Yeah, this is in a political suit. The other ones that are also in. So if you see that.
Okay, if you check our backdrop, you probably would see it.
Yeah. What is it about?
A new
and
Ghana,
then there are some
a new
people
nation.
behind him also in masks.
Yes.
Let me see.
What is it all about?
Yeah. It looks like youthful too.
Well, it talks about what?
I am 100% in support of a new Ghana, a new nation. I'm not sure of the new force part.
Well, I think everybody keeps talking about wanting a third force and all that. So maybe it's an allusion to that.
Maybe it's another expose.
Oh yeah.
It looks like.
So maybe that's Anas.
No, it looks like.
Because that's a mask on.
This says the new force.
Oh, the new force.
Very definite. The new force. It says a new Ghana and a new nation.
It's not movement for change.
This is not movement for change. This is not Alpha Franto.
Yeah.
This could only look like someone seeking to test the waters, maybe.
Yes, most likely.
For a presidential bid.
Or a movie.
I don't think it's a movie. Look at it carefully. You can see, you've talked about the political suit.
Yeah.
You can see different, apparels behind, different, clothes behind. So it's just trying to depict all of us.
Okay.
That's the understanding I'm beginning
with
to get.
different mask on or
Different
the same one.
It looks like the same mask, isn't it? It looks like the
Okay.
same person. Different shades of one person. I see at the back there. You see someone who's a bit fair here, someone who's very dark here, another who's very fair here.
Hey, you are watching. You are looking at the thing.
You can see the neck part differently.
Yeah, the neck part different.
This one that you see,
I don't mind him. No, so I'm beginning to think this
with
is
the
more
Ghana
like
flag in the corner.
Yes.
And then the mask also has some Edinkra symbols on it, and
there
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
I've seen one actually.
There you go. I think I've seen the Jinyami one, eh?
so what is it, Gra? Who is it and why? Anyway,
No, I think. Hold on a minute. Our friends can get onto Twitter. Jojo can share it.
Yes.
Jojo can share that on X. Why do I keep saying Twitter? Can share
So
that.
now I say Twitter into bracket X.
Okay. Twitter into
Transition
bracket X. Then they can tell us what they make of it and what they think it's all about. Okay. I am getting ready for the pre-showdown tonight at 8 p.m. I don't know whether I should add this to my discussions, but it looks like someone who may want to, engage in an elections and who may want to contest an elections. That's what I think.
okay.
That's what I think. Or it looks also like a movement.
Yes, more
So
likely.
it may not be wanting to contest an election, but may want to influence decisions that could influence the elections.
A new Ghana.
Either way, I'm sure
A new
will be
nation.
revealed very soon.
But what do you think, Ojo? What do you think about this?
I don't know. It does look to me as if someone is testing the waters for a presidential bid. But you see, who is it, and why this method? Does it obviously it gives him talkability and puts him
It's new. I've not seen anybody do that
top of
before.
mind. Yes, but so
Especially with
it's-
the mask part.
Yes, so it's new and different. But what is behind it? Like, what's the substance behind
A
it?
new Ghana is behind it.
Okay.
I am always for a new, refreshing Ghana, a progressive Ghana.
Then it sounds like you're already on board the movement.
But if
before
I don't know
what
what's
the
about,
movement
how would
is.
I know?
You support a new Ghana, right?
Yes, I support a new Ghana,
A new Ghana
nation,
comprising. Go continue.
comprising progressive forces, forces that will take our development to the next level, that will
Actually,
put Ghana at the center of the
map.
world, and make sure that yes, the black star the Black Star is rising again. That the Black Star will prove once again, like Nkrumah said, capable of managing his own affairs.
Never before have so many words conveyed so little.
Look, Ghanaians.
What is a new Ghana?
A new Ghana is one that is not in debt. A new Ghana is progressive. A new Ghana has systems that works properly. A new Ghana has progressive democracy. A new Ghana has rule of law at the core of its engagement. That new Ghana is what we are all aspiring for.
Yes, that's what we are aspiring. See, a new Ghana.
Independence.
A new Ghana, where even if we want to borrow, would borrow and invest in productive sectors of the economy.
So that can pay for itself.
So we can pay for itself. I mean, we can pay those loans. Not a Ghana that borrows and engages in recurrent expenditure. Turns around and expects us to lose our investments.
A new Ghana will not do domestic debt exchange.
No. So, look,
a lot of Ghana where the people we vote for don't think they own the country.
That's true.
A lot of Ghanaians seem to be fed up.
Yeah.
With the duopoly.
That's true.
Lots of people today,
plenty,
if you meet them, are fed up with the duopoly.
Yeah.
But the question is, do they believe anybody can break this duopoly and be different? That's a critical issue.
Is a new Ghana possible?
Can the man behind the mask be that new force?
Well, that will be a decision Ghanaians will make if that is anything to go by. But let's hold on and see what is about to happen. But once you get onto X, get onto Twitter.
You know, it's interesting that we converted a billboard, right, into a political conversation. When by the time we may even get to know, this has nothing to do with politics.
What if it's a promo for some new product?
You know, see, it is the political mind of the people. You have to connect it quickly.
You know, I told you, I started by telling you that I'm getting ready for a political conversation
brilliant.
tonight. And as I get ready for my political conversation, anything that comes to me today will be politicized. Because from now till tomorrow,
of course,
everything I'm thinking about is elections. Elections.
So it's 8 p.m. tonight.
It's 8 p.m. tonight. Join Raymond Aqua. Will be there. What it means is that one of us will be sitting, and Raymond and Evans have agreed that my legs are beginning to fail me these days.
No.
So I'm going to be but we don't stand.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there's only 2 hours. I mean, we can manage 2 hours. We can manage 2 hours tonight, 2 hours tomorrow in the morning at 7 a.m. When we come back at probably 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. tomorrow till the elections are declared, we'll still manage to stand. We are preparing for 2024.
Yes, we are preparing for the marathon too. So it's a preparation.
The marathon. Raymond, let me just add that the marathon, we can actually have the 10 kilometers one.
Oh,
that's for the corporates.
Okay.
The masses is 42 kilometers. I'm not going to take part in that.
I'm a man with the masses. I would always want to be with the people.
But 42 kilometers is a long one.
Yeah, that's what I'm preparing now. Standing 2 hours, standing 4
We're
hours.
also preparing for the pop chain tomorrow, guys.
Are you part of the DJs?
No, this is not my level. This is not my level.
I wanted you to represent Zion College.
Old school DJs. There's Nia Ichego representing St. Augustine.
Why are people laughing?
Dorinando, Holy Child, and St. Roses. There's Pele Infantipim and Lexus Bill Presec.
That's right.
They will give you a dance party like no other. So please grab a ticket. It's only 150 Ghana cedis. The Pop Chain, the 2023 Pop Chain Records Night will take place this Saturday at the Gold Coast Restaurant behind the police headquarters. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the party kicks off at 7 p.m. Tickets, 150 Ghana cedis, available at the front desk of Joy FM and Gold Coast Restaurant. You can also get a ticket electronically by dialing *714*003*1# and follow the prompts. Go grab your tickets, and those who bought ticket for the old dates are advised that their ticket will be valid for the event tomorrow as well. So see you there.
Yes, we are sponsoring Mama B, right?
Yes.
From showbiz A to Z.
To DJ.
Host. Yes.
Zion College.
I will go with Roberti.
No. They say you are the one doing
the DJ.
We are backing you.
You are representing Zion College and the whole of Volta.
Yes.
The whole of the Volta region. We are supporting you tomorrow. Please, don't disappoint. This is how I want you to start. Start with Agbaja. Your introductory song should be Agbaja.
This is bad advice.
But let me just do this. I need to do this. today is actually the 60th birthday of Francis Dazi.
Okay.
The CEO of the Ghana Association of
yeah,
Advertisers.
Yeah, wonderful, man.
He happens to be the husband of my supervisor.
Okay.
Professor Philomena Dazi.
Oh, wonderful.
Professor Philomena Dazi was very helpful during my MBA in accounting time. So I need to do this for her. So she says, on this special occasion, we wish you a long, healthy life full of God's goodness. We love you and appreciate all you do for the family. Lots of love from your wife and the girls. And so this is to you, Mr. Francis Dazi, and to you, Professor Philomena Dazi. You know, my supervisor actually looked for me on our graduation day. That, Winston, come, let's take a picture. Oh, you people have done well.
Well, you don't show up for graduation.
That was only graduation. I
hardly, I hardly do.
Let's do a couple more birthdays before our time is up. Today happens to be the birthday of Mrs. Datson of Tema Community 18. It's from your daughter Rachel, your other daughter Nana, and from all of us, we wish you a very special happy birthday. While we're at it, let's also say happy birthday to Mr. Fred Smart Abbey. It's from your sister-in-law Cecilia Emefakege and the entire family. And with that, we give you a yeah. All right, I think we may have a couple more to get through. A couple more that we had earlier and couldn't. This one says, Happy Diamond Jubilee. That's 75th birthday to DSP retired Dinah Aite, aka Sister Nami. Thank you for all your sacrifices that put a smile on our faces. May God bless you with peace, health, and happiness. It's from all your children. I think that's it from me. Okay, well, listen, while we're at it, the eagerly anticipated Pick One game has arrived with a bang. So choose your favorite number between 1 and 36, stake it, and get ready for the excitement as Game Park Games unveils the lucky number. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking between 1 and 350 Ghana cedis to win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick One game by Game Park. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via their website or download the Game Park app on gameparkgames.com. Watch the live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon and 6 p.m. every day. Game Park, more moolah, more power. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority and it is not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
So what would you prefer, Raymond? Affordability, comfort, or luxury? All of it. Well, then we're getting ready for this year's EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. It's from Thursday, the 26th of November to Sunday, the 26th of November, 2023. Doors will be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day to welcome you. And this year's EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plant City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats, Rent to Own, and is sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Plant City Extension Project, Cities and Habitats, Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough. Gold Key Properties, building prestige since 1997. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual security, complete security solutions. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Saint Gobain, making the world a better place. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. And the Kensington Heights Airport City Kumasi by HDG Homes Limited.
All right, another quick one. Glorious happy birthday to James Clark Hayford. He's the assistant registrar in charge of the Dean of Students Office and the Institutional Advancement and Alumni Relations Officer of the University of Energy and Natural Resources. That's UENR in Sunyani. All right. Well, listen, thank you all so much for tuning in. We've had quite a week with you. We're doing it all again tomorrow. On Monday. Tomorrow, I am not even waking up before 9 a.m. But of course, we're back on Monday with more on the Super Morning Show. Have a fantastic weekend. And on behalf of the team, we thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to join. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the Morning Man.
My name is Winston.
Raymond Akwa.